I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What are you, fucking nuts? You thought...
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week. Daily videos. Subscribe. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.
Oh, what's up, guys? It's the Cowboy King of Entertainment, and I'm back with another video and another live stream. And I know I look a little silly with all this stuff on me, but yes, I got poison ivy again. Now I was a little bit extra. My wife came home and was like, "Why the hell you got all that on you?" Well, I had some on me already, and I just put a lot extra, but I'm smarter this time. See, now I know about the calamine lotion, where as long as you have it dried, it can't spread. And blah blah blah. So plus at nighttime last night I put a long sleeve shirt on, so I went to sleep. So anyways, so yes, I know I wasn't painting, so I might look like that, but no. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining the show. I am your host for today's event, the Cowboy King of Entertainment, and everything I do, it makes your head bang so hard it want to hit the pavement. All right, anyway. But guys, yeah, the channel is cool. I'm glad you're here. If you don't know who I am, because there's been a lot of drama recently, so I've been seeing a lot more viewers tuning in to come see the drama. So if you tune in and you don't know who I am, just go to the home page. My dog just walked in. So just go to the home page and go to the YouTube channel, click on the home page, the home tab, should I say, scroll down. You'll see everything I do from glaming, the vlogging, the podcast, the movie reviews, product reviews. It's all on there. You name it. I've been vlogging my life since 2011. Every birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, my honeymoon in Mexico is all on this channel. So with that being said, I do it all. And it's also gonna be epic and silly. It's my dog jumped up like, what the hell? So anyway, I didn't hit you, girl. She's being extra. She's going all like this, rubbing her face. Anyway, so guys, today, as my guy FCat said, there's not much gaming news. So we're gonna talk about a lot because my guy Cubini said, hey, you want to talk about wrestling? Of course, I want to talk about wrestling because I'm a wrestling fan. So we'll get into the pay-per-view that was this weekend, Money in the Bank, and we'll talk about the wrestling. We'll talk about the gaming that we can. Also, I'll throw a link out. If you guys are new to the channel, you can click on the link, pop right into the show. As long as you don't say anything crazy or whatever, then I'll just have to boot you out. But yeah, it's going to be epic. So let me actually close this. I was letting some air get in, but the fact that it's like 90 outside, probably don't want that air coming in anymore. And I'll just take my fan. So, but with that being said, guys, I'm going to grab a chair. I hope you grab a chair. And let's get the show rolling. All right. Also want to thank, man, it's been recently, I've been having a lot of views. Now, it is strike while the iron is hot. It is, you know, depends on what you actually, you know, what's your content. So, or what type of content you make. So, for instance, me and Mr. Urban World was actually talking about this, right? We're talking about TikTok versus YouTube. And, you know, the discoverability on YouTube is not as high as TikTok. But TikTok is more short form content. And if you just make some quick content, you'll get a lot of people following you. Well, YouTube Shorts is kind of crazy too. If you guys didn't know, recently I've been doing where I respond to every comment with a let me not say every comment. I respond to a comment, your first comment, via a short. And those shorts are just random, me responding to comments, and like they're getting 400, 500, just a lot of views, just random. So that's kind of cool. I made a video over the weekend where I accidentally cut the head off of a snake. Like real, this is a real video, right? So, but yesterday that video had like maybe 30 views. I checked today and I was like, damn, it's like almost 500 views, right? I made a video last week about the hot tuh girl versus the girl a few years ago said she's been swallowing since she was 15 years old. I know, crazy. And but I was like, I'm gonna make this crazy video. And I made 2 versions of it and 3 versions of shorts. And for some reason, the shorts never came well. Man, in like 2 days, that one video got over 1,200 views. And the other one is like almost at 1,000, like 950 something, 60 something, whatever. So we got a lot we'll talk about. We'll get into it. But let me go to the chat, see what you guys are up to. Oh, Neil is in the building. He said, just watch the snake video. At the start, I thought you'd cut its head off with a knife, ninja style. Hey, come on, Neil. Did you really think I would do that, man? Urban said, imagine if I beat you down and took your PS5 during a live stream, the ratings would explode. That actually would like blow up. People are like, yo, did you hear about that one YouTube guy that wear a cowboy hat and somebody ran in his house and beat him up live and took his PlayStation 5? You know, maybe we should stage that. Let me see. No one wants to talk about John Cena retiring for the millionth time. Hey, it's more than John Cena retiring.
Something's wrong with the fridge.
Something's wrong with the fridge?
Yeah, everything's like not very cold.
Mm-hmm.
The butter's like melted.
Oh, wow.
Like it's not firm.
Did you look to see if there's ice on the side? Like, that's usually what happens.
No, but I just figured I'd tell you so you can look at it later.
All right, guys. We're trying to move to Florida, and I guess everything's just going to break. Our dryer broke. We had to buy a new dryer. Not a brand new one, but we bought a used dryer for, I think, $260. Now the fridge seems to be acting up. She said everything is warm in the fridge. It's not cold. Yo, 503 is in the building. No nonsense. Let's go. Let me see. Oh, Mikey's in the building. What's up, Mikey? Hi, man, Michael. What's up? You changed your name to Mikey, all right? Yo, Goon Squad's in the building. Let's go. Urban said, been texting Obi and going to text Goon when Fold 6 releases. I'm stealing all of Cowboy's friends. So, yeah, I will be getting the Fold 6. I believe the official date is the 24th. The official pre-order date is the 10th. which is in 2 days. So I signed up for that, me and my wife. So I will be getting it, and I'll be getting the biggest one. I guess they're gonna have a 1 gig, a 1 terabyte storage one this go around. So I'll be definitely getting that. But I heard that the price was gonna go up higher because in Europe they showed the price jumped up like $300. So but yeah, I haven't bought a new phone in 3 years, so I'm due for it, and I will be getting this one. Plus, this one, every so often, the screen goes black and it doesn't come on. I'm like, oh no. And now the battery, when it gets like around 30%, it just shuts off. So this thing is almost done. All right, Mr. One More Day. Tell him again. Mikey said, hi, man. Is Michael? No, I got you. I figured that much. Daisy, if the fridge isn't working, get a refrigerator tattoo. Man, let me see. What's up? Bio's in the building. Now the party can start. Let's talk about Project 2025. What the hell is Project 2025? Or are you talking about things coming in 2025? So, guys, let me go grab my glasses. And then, yeah, maybe we should talk about some wrestling. Hold up. Urban just reminded me. All right, my man Kevin said he'll be listening. I guess I thought I didn't hit Obi up, so let me hit him up because I haven't really talked to him about wrestling in a long time, so I'm not sure if he still watch wrestling like he used to. But anyway, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my glasses, and we're gonna jump right into some wrestling. And oh, wait. Actually, let me see what's up with Cubini. He was the one that literally said, hey, we should talk about wrestling. So I want to make sure I do talk about that with Cubini because he is the one that wanted to do it. But I'll be right back. Let me just get my glasses. Stay tuned for this commercial break. What's going on, guys? I want to welcome you to something very special. The And Now Your Mama Knows All-Purpose Champions. And what that is a membership for the channel. It's $2.99 a month. And with $2.99 a month, you will get virtual videos. That's right, guys. What I'm doing is something different that no one else is doing. So for that $2.99, if you have any type of business, anything you sell, anything you want to promote, whether it's a YouTube channel, a social media page, I will make a custom video specifically for you, and I'll be illustrating everything that you tell me to. I'll add links to the video. It's going to be in a playlist, and that way it'll literally be your own personal advertisement. Also, guys, we're going to be doing member shout-outs. So the people who are members, if you're an all-purpose champion, I'm going to have your name all over. I'm going to announce your name in multiple videos. Don't worry, guys. The world will know that you are an all-purpose champion. Something I also want to do, guys, that's going to be awesome and monumental is I'm going to have early access to videos. That's right. If you're an all-purpose champion, you'll be able to watch certain videos before anybody else. Also, guys, I have emojis and badges. And the cool thing about the badges are the longer you become an all-purpose champion, guys, you get the upgrade from badges to badges to badges. So you can show everyone else your cool badges and why you're an all-purpose champion. Well, guys, thank you. And I know you all can't wait to rush out and become a Now Your Mama Knows all-purpose champion. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And now your mama knows.
And now your mama knows.
Yo, that used to be my old music. Yo, that music went in. All right, now let me see. Atlas was an 8 out of 10. You know what? I give Atlas actually, man, I give Atlas a 9. I really like that movie. That movie was dope. Let me see. Oh, so my man Goon Squad says he's really digging the First Descent. So I'm waiting for Cubini, guys. But which one of you guys been playing the First Descent? So I actually put a good little bit of time into it. I unlocked another character. I will say this: if you just play and you use that guy Ajax, he's not that great of a character. And honestly, I feel like when I played with him, I was like, the game's pretty generic and basic. And it kind of is. But the other, well, I didn't use the other character, but I used Bunny, and she's a lot better than him. Now, he's more powerful than her, but it make the game feel like a better game. Like, it make it feel like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is not just like, she could run really fast and she could shoot electricity out her hands and do all this other stuff, where he just pretty much could jump, hit the ground. You've seen that like in every game. Destiny, blah, blah, blah. He put a couple shields up in front of him. He's just very, very basic, where Bunny was pretty cool. So let me see. J-Lo was paid $16.5 million for Alice. Really? I feel like, damn, that's a lot for a Netflix show. Yo, what's going on? ISO is in the building. The Warframe Descent. Oh yeah, let me actually get on FCAT real quick about this comparison. So hold on. Yo, Rock's in the building. I've maxed 2 of my Descendants and I'm building a new one. So what's the max level? Like, I wasn't playing it like that, but what is the max level? Like, is it 50 or something like that? Drop the like. Yeah, guys, make sure you hit that like button here. Let me go test you guys. Let's go see how many likes we got on this. We got 9 people watching. The peak was 13. And let's see. We got 9 likes. That's not 9 likes. We got 4. Hey guys, we got 4 likes. Come on. If you guys tuning in and I look like I've been painting, no, I got poison ivy again. And so I'm actually still got a poison ivy video coming out to show how bad it was. But yeah, I got it again. So that's what happens when you're a homeowner. And guess what? You gotta cut these weeds, man. You gotta do it. So 40. Okay, I think one of my guys like 50 or something like that. It doesn't take long to level them up, which is cool. But what I want to do is actually research how you unlock the different people, because like that guy Blair, that's what I want to use. The guy who do fire and all that. Yeah, I want to unlock him. Dinner's done already. Why you throw it on the edge like that? What does it feel? Guys, my wife made dinner, salad, and is this still considered grilled cheese, right? Grilled cheese with ham. Look, where's my man Holtz at? Look at that. So guys, we're gonna talk some wrestling. I'm waiting for Q Beanie, but I'll open up the link to join the show if you guys want to jump on. We're definitely talking gaming and everything as well, but at some point we will talk about wrestling. There's not that much to talk about, but it'll be a cool little conversation because the pay-per-view was just this weekend. But yeah, you guys want to jump in? Let's see, to join this show. Join the super show. I gotta fix my fridge. Now I see that it's messed up. So what it is, every so often this is what happens with the fridge. Like the ice on one side that comes out the freezer gets so cold it builds a block, like a wall of ice, and then the air can't travel through. So then we end up chopping and it gets crazy. So I looked in there. I didn't pull all the drawers out, but when I just went to get my glasses, I looked real quick. I didn't notice all of that. But anyway, guys, coming in red hot, first coming in. And this is different. Usually FCAT's in the building, but like he said, there isn't much gaming news. So we don't need a FCAT today. But what we need is ISO Motion Gaming, the most casual gamer at its finest. Give it up. Let's go.
Yo, what's up?
All right, so what is going on, my mans?
Not much, dude. Just chilling. You know, I had a job interview earlier, killed it, but I'm not taking the job, so it is what it is.
Whoa. Hold on, stop. You got a job interview, killed it, and decided not to take the job. So wait, what happened? So did you want the job and then found out something about the job after you got the interview? Like what?
Yeah.
Explain that.
Yeah, so right now I'm only trying to work part-time, and that's one of the biggest things. So it was a part-time position, but then I noticed after the fact that it was temporary, which I was like, okay, but it's only 3 months. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to quit my current job just to work 3 months. But the biggest thing is because I go school full time, and they're like, oh well, even though the position is part time, you're going to be working close to full time hours, and I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work for me.
So wait, are you trying to leave your current job for another job?
If something better comes along, because I just work like retail, nothing crazy, and normally my career field is like administrative / HR. So,
but you want something better to come along that's part time.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm chilling. I have another one. I'm just waiting for them to schedule the interview, so we'll see what's up. But I'm not really tripping because I have a job now, something I do on the side, so I don't go crazy at home.
Question: what's your thoughts on the First Descendants?
Like it just said, you saw it pop up. I have zero interest, man. It does not look exciting. I don't care if it's free. I don't care for it. And the fact that it's made by Nexon, even more, I'm like, I'm cool. I'm chilling.
Now, I don't, because obviously I'm like, they're not the most casual. We want to talk about casual gamer. I don't know like the different companies and all that, unless they're like big. Not saying Nexon isn't, but I can't tell you what game they ever made. But is it because of them? You got like a stigma of like you don't like that company, or is it like it just don't look interesting? Like, oh, it's a third person MMO, and I'm more of a first person guy. Like,
so it was the game first, and then finding out who made it was even more icing on the cake. So even more so, I was like, one, the game doesn't interest me, so I wasn't planning on playing it. And then I found out who made the game, and I was like, oh, even more, I don't want to play it. Now,
I don't know if you remember, like 3 years ago when I showed the video of Project Magnum, I feel like it looked way better back then.
Project Magnum, is this? I don't remember that one.
So we were all, I mean, it was 3 years ago, but I think it was 3 years ago. Anyway, I'm gonna pull up the trailer, and watch when you see the trailer. You're like, I feel like back then it looked way better because it looked more like serious tone. Now it's like, and I'm not knocking anybody who liked the Bunny character and all that because she's a good character, but now it's all like, hey, I'm Bunny, and like it's kind of like silly, funny, more modern and stuff, kind of anime feel or whatever. But watch when I pull up the trailer for Project Magnum. I remember seeing that like, oh, this game looks dope. But anyway, let me bring up Bio is in the building. So let's go. One of the people on Wii. Wait, as I'm putting the clapping, I'm pretty sure they can't hear me talk. So one of the people that comes every week for We Wrestle Wednesdays, none other than Bio. He is our Covenant, our resident. He is like the Roman Reigns of our division. He is the 1v1 champion. And the first time he was the 1v1 champion, he kept that title for 16 weeks. Jeez. No one could beat him. That's crazy. So anyway, let's bring in none other than Biohazard. Oh, wait. And he's also a lotion bottle boy. He loves the hell out of with the Stellar Blade, and yeah, I'm pretty sure he bought like I'm pretty sure he probably got a stock in lotion because that game. But anyway, let's bring in none other than Biohazard is in the building. Yo, what's up, Bio? All right, so I think this might have been your first time coming on here. Now the funny thing is, I just seen your camera. So back recently, it was showing your camera. So if I was seeing it, I would actually see what you look like. But so I was like, oh, is he about to do a face reveal? But I don't think so. So Bio, go to the settings in your browser and just allow it to give it permission to use your camera and your microphone. That's what the issue is. But with that being said, I'm gonna bring in none other than Mr. No Nonsense himself. He's a cool dude, but sometimes he could get rude. So my man, 503 Gaming is in the building. Oh, here's a question. I guess we were saying 503, the legend. No, it wasn't 503. 350. What's the Legends thing?
Yeah, the Legend 350.
Right, 350. All right, so now we got, all right. I'm not saying somebody's copying, but anyway, let's do it. Yo.
What up, everybody?
What up, though?
Let's talk some gaming, bro. We're gonna get into a little bit of wrestling at some point, but let's talk some gaming. So FCAT was like, "How you gonna have a show and there's no good gaming news, bro?" Because we're gamers and we're gonna talk about playing video games. We don't need to talk about the news. Oh well, this is
whoa. With FCAT, it's not the news; it's the rumors. But
okay.
Let's
The rumors,
right?
So
by the time they reach the podcast, they've already been debunked. So anyway, but yeah,
I didn't say it. He said it. If you guys coming in and I look stupid like I've been painting, no, I got poison ivory once again. In my backyard, this time I put gloves on, like actual, but I was out there with no shirt on.
You just don't learn, do you?
He don't. That's what I was thinking too. Like, how you gonna do it again?
Again?
Not learn from last
It
time.
was like 100 degrees outside.
Oh, I just make sure you hydrate because the last thing you want to
No,
do.
it wasn't that. It was just I
I
didn't want to have a long sleeve shirts on.
All right, so we walk out the door, they whoop both of us. Some people are waiting outside and they whoop both of us. We turn around and say, you know what? We're going back out again. Let's get whooped again. Let's get whooped again.
It's different. It would have been like they whoop both of us, and this time we're gonna go out with a flip flop in our hand so we can whack them.
Right, the chancla.
I had some longer, solid gloves, but when I was ripping them out, they were swinging and hitting me.
Were they the OJ gloves?
No. Like if you they're waterproof. They're like plastic, not like the big one you wash like the floors with, but they're like legit, like I don't know. I guess like sewage gloves or like stuff where you can put it's waterproof. It's like pretty much rubber. Right. But I put them on, but like I said, I had no shirt on. So, but anyway, 5-0. Did you play any of the First Descendant?
I got through the trial piece, like the beginning showing you what to do, and then I got to the hub, and I quit.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah. Not saying it was a bad game. It was like I'm a shooter dude. That's people who watch. If I've been on, they know. And it's like it's cool, but coming from like Destiny or Hell Divers, I'll throw in there now. They're not in the same grade as like Call of Duty. I watch the shooting mechanisms of, if it feels clunky or weird or just bootleg, it kind of throws me off. But I'm not saying it's that. But no, I had just had something else to do. It's been 105 consistently, so I just really didn't have time to dive too much into it. And I see y'all were on, so I was gonna join you guys, but then I started playing something else, and it was just I haven't got back to it.
Gotcha.
So it's okay.
It's me and Bio been playing a lot. Been playing a lot with Bio and FCAT, but not a lot,
Nice.
but we was rocking.
Enough, yeah.
The problem is it just feels generic. It just feels like it does everything. It does nothing better than anything else, and it feels like it's less of it too. Like it's like like it feels generic. Like when I play these games, I like really cool abilities, and their abilities are really basic. It's like put the shield up. Like I feel like we did all that in Destiny. Did one character jump up and punch the ground? We did that in Destiny. Like now what it looks like though is the characters that you got to unlock or maybe pay for. They seem cool because I ended up unlocking the character called Bunny, and she actually runs super fast. Oh, hold up, let me throw this up on the screen real quick. My man Dodge Man's in the building. He's been ducking me. Dodge Man said, "What we talking about today, everybody?" Dodge Man, thank you for the $10.
What up, Dodge Man?
I'm gonna blow your spot up though, Dodge Man. Over the weekend, I was trying to play you in Tekken, and you had a lot of excuses. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. Nah, we both was doing stuff. It was my two of my granddaughters' birthday this weekend, and so I was at a party. A dual birthday party on Saturday. Then I had my granddaughter come over yesterday to swim in the pool and sing happy birthday. So I was busy this weekend. But Dodgers, man, you still gonna get this work. I just feel like maybe the other characters might be cool. Like this one character I want to use named Blair. Like he shoot fire out his hand, and I'm like, oh, you can do that in this game. So I think it's one of those. I'm not gonna say pay to win, but I'm gonna say, if you. I was just about to say that, Cowboy. I mean, you being a person like who, if you were just a regular gamer, which,
right. I mean, you are in a lot of ways, but
Yeah.
how would you feel if they just gave you? I mean, I'm just hearing what people are saying,
Right.
and it's like if you got a game and there's 12 playable characters, but you can only play with the first three, then you have to pay to unlock some other ones,
So this is what,
or you can pay, you can play through it right
right.
here, but it's like it's kind of I don't
So
know.
like all I know is as I was playing, I beat a boss. Me and Bio beat a boss, and at the end it says you could select certain rewards. I took a different
Mm,
reward. He took a reward that says bunny or something, right? So kind of
right,
find out that allowed you once you do all this extra stuff, you get to unlock bunny. I was like, oh, dope. So all I did was go back, fight that boss, selected it, and I got bunny. But they show all these characters. And I'm like, well, how do you get them all, and how much work you got to do? And then do you eventually? I think what you're alluding to, do you just say, man, I'm just gonna pay to get them because it's too much work? So it's like you
right,
could get them, but you got to jump through, and I think you got to get other people first, is what it seems like. Because now after I got bunny, it's like it seemed like it's some a character with an F Freya or something, and they're like, do this, 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 this. So it's like, okay. So, but long story short, the game feels generic. I think that's the issue. But I wish Bio could
bio,
show.
we can't. He's in the chat. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I can hear you guys though. Now there's
Yeah,
something going on, bio.
go back out, and when you come back in, it should ask you to give you permission to give it permission to your camera, use your camera, and give it permission to use your microphone. I think that's what it is. You're in here, but you didn't say, go ahead, Murder.
Oh no, keep going. After you're done.
Oh, so I think that's what it might be. I'm done.
All right. One thing that I did hear that was really cool about the game, and as a multiplayer aspect of it,
Mhm.
I heard that there's other people on the battlefield with you. That aren't a part of your four. You might, hear them in the distance shooting or doing something. I hear that you can run over there, and if you shoot one bullet toward a character that's going on with what they got going on, you instantly enter like a whole battle. So like you're a part of their team too.
So I will say this.
And I think that's cool if that's the truth.
I will say this. It's not cool. Here's the
Oh,
thing. It's actually one of the worst things about the game.
what?
Yes, let me explain. Me and Bio wanted to play.
Hmm.
Now it's new. So people just on like crazy. When you're in the hub, you're by yourself. The moment you jump into the regular world, you automatically gonna, like me and Bio, I was like, oh, Bio, join me. Bio was like, oh, I can't join you. He said party full. I'm like, party full? I'm just walking around by myself. Just you jumping into the regular world they just randomly throw you with people. So like you said, you shoot a bullet. So you just randomly are on, and they didn't even shoot a bullet. You just, when you land, they just put you with a team. So I'm like, damn. So then you got to exit and go back to the tower. Like then Bio jump in. He's like, oh, now I'm like, oh, I join you. And I'm like, oh, it says your team is full. He's like, what? I ain't even doing nothing. So like, it's really annoying actually. So we got to keep going back to the tower and keep remembering you can't join when you're in the field because they just automatically going to make you join with other people. So
Oh, okay.
it's not cool. It sounded when you explained it, I was like, oh no, hell no. We was annoyed. Like
Yeah.
every time it
That's
happened,
how they explain it to me. Like I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool thing they're adding to it.
we'll always have people to play with. That's cool.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if you just get on by yourself, like what was cool when Bio got off, he got Bunny and I didn't. And I was like, now I want to get her. So I just was like, well, it automatically gonna throw you with people. I don't even got to search or nothing. So I went to the mission to where you get her. And when I jumped in, I just had 3 other people. I was like, let's go. But if it wasn't for that and I went to team with you and ISO and somebody else, it'd have been
You got to back out. You got to. Okay. Yeah, they explained it to me different, but I thought that was cool. They were like, oh, you could be running around by yourself. And if you see somebody shooting or hear them in the distance, you could run over there, shoot a bullet, and bam, it automatically brings you into their. I was like, oh, that's dope.
If you playing by yourself and you want people to play with, cool as hell. But if you want to play with your friends, it's annoying as hell. So that's it. But let me say what's up to Breed Killer. He said, what's up, Coward? What's going on, Breed Killer? My man FCAT said, is poison ivy a situational disability? You know what's funny? I don't pay attention to everything. So whenever that whole disability thing, I guess what a girl said, if you have kids, it's a disability or something like that. I missed the whole joke or the whole whatever the internet was complaining about. No, FCAT mentioned it a couple of times, but I wasn't paying attention. So I kind of missed out on that whole thing. Oh, Master Dope is in the building. What's going on? But
What up, Ronan?
yeah, Ronan's in the building.
Oh, sorry.
Yo, Ronan,
What
what you been
up?
playing lately, man? My man, Ronan is always playing like 8,000 games. But what's up, ISO? What you gonna say?
That's like
No,
me.
I'm saying what up.
Oh, okay, yeah. So as far as gaming, I'm still playing Banishers, still loving it. I think that might be my game of the year. I haven't beat it yet, but as of right now, so far this year, it'd be my game of the year. At first, I thought the story was just epic, over the top, really good. I thought the graphics is decent, nothing crazy. I thought the gameplay was the lackluster part of it. I'm like, dude, if the gameplay was better, but now that I played, I actually think I might have played. Have I played 50 hours of that game? I'm not sure. It's something crazy. Maybe it's 30 hours. But now the gameplay is actually dope. So now I got combos with when I turn to the ghost and I turn to the guy. Like, all right, so the guy get a gun, right? And you take one shot and you got to reload, right? But you could use different abilities, so you pick and choose. They got one ability that I make myself dodge and then automatically turn to the ghost and she jump out with a kick. Well, when she land the kick, then when I switch back to the guy, he don't have to reload again. He's already reloaded. Like it's already put a bullet back in. So I'm like,
Right.
oh, so I just drop kick, boom, drop kick, boom, instead of, because it's slow. You got to go like reload. So I'm like, oh, so the gameplay actually got good. I'm like, because that's what I felt was lacking. So, I guess sometimes you really got to put a little bit into a game before you criticize, I mean, hey, at the time,
Oh, of course.
yeah, at the time I was like, dude, it's pretty basic, the gameplay. But now I'm like, oh, I could see. And it's still abilities I didn't even unlock yet. So, but what about you guys? What are you playing currently? Like, what about you, ISO?
So for me, I'm playing a lot of X Defiant. Season 1 came out, so I'm grinding that game out. Playing a VR game called Blade and Sorcery. They finally released their 1.0 update, which I actually like was a shit ton of content. Like that game changed drastically.
What game is it?
Blade and Sorcery.
Okay.
It's a VR game. So basically you're like a sorcerer. You have different abilities like do with gravity, electricity, fire. You can imbue your like swords with that magic too, so you do more damage to the enemies. It's pretty cool. Like it's actually pretty nuts. One of my definitely favorite VR games. I've also been playing Valorant like I always do. And in this other game I'm playing, hear me out. Me and the family play it. We play a American Truck Simulator. And it's crazy. I have a wheel. So
work.
Yeah, get them.
I mean, it was like $1.99. It's just like that game is definitely like just mindless.
$1.99. How you get a wheel for $1.99?
Oh, I'm sorry. The game is $1.99. I bought the wheel a while back. Yeah. So yeah, and then I've been playing Forza 5 a little bit more because I have the wheel set up. So like I have this device where it's not attached to my desk, which is one of the big issues of why I've never used my wheel, because it's such a pain in the ass to take it off, put it back on. I was like, I'm so fucking over it. But this is like it's a whole different piece. So it folds down, you fold it back up, so it has the pedal on the bottom, and you screw it in. It has the wheel on the top. You screw it in. Just think of it as like shit. It's just a piece for it. Like it's pretty simple. But yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Listen, Bio, you are the PC gamer. You be playing these games nobody heard of, these truck simulators and all that. That's dope though, man. Gaming is all about you, man, and you play what you want, what you're interested in, and I think that's cool. Also, everybody in the chat, man, I want to hear from Murder, but what are you guys playing too? I'm just curious what people are playing, and because that's what it's really about. Like we could come on here and talk about the news and all that all we want, but honestly, it's really about gaming without limits. Play the games that interest you because you are a gamer, and that's it.
Facts.
Had to change my old slogan up because it was a little bit I don't know. It was a little closed-minded a little bit. Right. So Murder, what about you, man? What you been playing, bro?
You know me. You can get on at any given time and see me up there playing something random. Been spending a lot of time on PUBG again. Call of Duty, of course. Dabbling in Fortnite. Playing Unbox, Hypercharge Unbox on my Xbox every now and then.
Okay.
Then what was another one I played? Oh, I dabbled in the finals a little. You know, mostly shooters. I haven't got into any like story mode type games or anything
Right.
like that. I dabbled in a little bit of Halo. Still banging. Still better than ever, in my opinion. Yeah. Let me see. I'm looking at my Xbox to see what I've been playing recently. I got on Battlefield 2042, but
Oh
people
wow.
were snipe. Yeah, that's another game, man. A lot of these games, and it's sad to say, when they first come out, you know, they're not all, but a lot of them are dog shit. You know, and excuse my language. But then after, you know, just like Halo, after, you know, if Halo would have came out like it is now,
Right.
without
From day
running all
one.
the from day one, without running all the people off and having them second guess the game, I mean, the way the place that for me anyway, that Halo is in right now with the content, you know, the cheap battle passes, the content that they're bringing to it, it's in a really good space. What else did I play? I played 2 rounds of Helldivers, which I don't understand. You know why people saying that game is dying. Maybe it is, but I don't have no problem grouping up with anybody.
Oh, they're
Still
only saying that.
beautiful.
They're only saying that
Huh?
because they're looking at PC numbers.
Right? Yeah, I don't get it, man. You know the narrative, ISO, how they do. You know, yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm sure there's a couple games I'm forgetting about. Wrestling.
I was just about to say that.
Uh, I'm on Xbox right now, but on my PlayStation, I got a bunch of shit I've been into. But yeah, just gaming all over the place.
That's
But
dope, man.
one thing I ain't been gaming on is this.
You know, I'm the biggest Nintendo hater right now, so I'm just gonna you know, losers like K9. You know, I'm just gonna leave it alone.
That's one.
You know,
That's one. You say it 3 times, he gonna appear.
you're right. You're right. Let me just. I might just call him. I might just call him, put on speakerphone just to call him a loser.
Right. That's one.
What was I gonna say? Yo, you know what we gotta do, bro? We gotta get back and clown around, man. We gotta get back on the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we gotta
heard
get
you
back.
say they updated it and stuff. We ain't played since that.
Yeah. I want to check it out. It just what happened was that Destiny came out, and my boy let me use his account because he wanted me to play and beat it with him. So I put everything to the side and just rocked out Destiny hard and beat it. And I played with him a little bit more. And then I had took my little space from Killer Clowns, and then I started playing this game I'm playing now. And it's kind of like I was just streaming this game every time I was playing it. But then I was like, dude, it's taking me forever to beat it because I'm only playing when I'm streaming it. And I was like, I gotta start playing it off the camera. So I just like, forget it. I'm just gonna not play it on camera because there's a lot of free time, my downtime where I'm just sitting there like watching wrestling, and my wife, we're watching wrestling. She's on her phone watching TikToks, and I could just do my thing, you know. So, but anyway, but yeah, definitely.
You're better than me, man. Because I'm telling you, I need to just go through and just delete all the games and just stick to one game. Say I'm gonna beat this game, or I'm a, you know, not my multiplayer games, but like how you do. You get into one game and you get into one game and you're there. Me, I got like 7, 8 different story games I'm playing.
But at least the cool thing is you play a lot of multiplayer games, right? So you could jump in this or that. You don't really. So me, I'll play like the First Descendants and this and that. But for the most part, I stick to one story game. Like I just play one. Even if I was playing one first, like I was playing Banishers first, and then when Destiny came out, my boy was like, "Yo, play it with me." I was like, "I'm not buying it, bro." I was like, "Let me use your account. I'll play it with you." It's like, "Cool."
Right.
I put down Banishers, and once I beat that, I jump back. But I typically don't go back and forth because, like, you know, when people be like, "My backlog is so big," it's like because I think you guys are. Not you guys, but in general, I think people are playing too many story-driven games at the same time. And I feel like that's what get overwhelming because one, you're into a story, and then once you jump to something else, another story, then it's like, well, which story are you more into? Then you try to get back into it. You got to remember the controls on top of the story and where you left off.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? But guys, let me try to get Bio back in the building. Bio, mic check. You there?
There we go.
Want to say something, Bio? Damn, man, this is giving him the issues, man.
Oof. That's tough. Oh, you want to hear something funny, but not funny?
Well, Bio not
Sure.
being able to talk.
Nah. That's funny too, but
Yeah.
so I fucked up and I broke my keyboard today.
Hold on,
Ooh.
I've had this keyboard for like 3 years. I bought it like January 1st of 2021, and I broke it today.
Mm.
I was drinking coffee, and
Mm.
I think I tapped it and it just moved. And it wasn't a lot either, but all it takes is some liquid, and it got
Right.
inside the keyboard, like on the fucking, like the actual like electronic piece, not the keycaps. It went inside. I was like, fuck.
Mm.
So it is what it is. Thankfully, I have a wireless keyboard that I used to have or use when I used to work like remote. So I have it there for
Mm.
now, and I just ordered my new one. But yeah, that sucked. I was like, well,
So the lady isn't in here, I hope. So what you're saying is you were looking for a reason to buy a new keyboard.
oh, she knows. And she knows too. If I'm gonna buy a new keyboard, I buy a new keyboard. You know.
Right. Oh, I don't like this one no. Or actually, oops.
It's a
Oh,
no,
and
it's
I see.
nuts though, because I
Huh?
actually really like the keyboard I had. But I mean,
Can you buy
obviously,
another one? Maybe an upgraded version?
oh no, I look at whatever is like better nowadays, and I found
Okay.
one.
Oh,
So
there
yeah.
you go.
Yeah, you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? So I bought my gaming laptop is a 2060. I bought it 2019, I guess. When Stadia was the whole Stadia thing. And so yeah, that's right, because I bought it. I wanted to have it the day Stadia was launching. No. Yeah. So no, I wanted to have it the day Marvel Avengers was launching on Stadia. So that was 2020. So I thought I had like a 4-year warranty or something. I kept telling myself, like, before the warranty go out, I'm just gonna be like, oh, well, let me try to get it, send it in or whatever, so I get a new one or maybe an upgrade, right? So I thought it ran out, and then they emailed me not that long ago and was like, hey, your warranty's gonna end in September. I was like, oh, hold up. So I might be getting a better gaming laptop. Not that I need it because I don't do anything with it, but just to have it, I don't know.
Nice. I mean, you can't go wrong with a new one.
Right? Why not? So yeah, because the warranty I had was accidental. So I'm just gonna tell them, like, I mean, it does run a little slow. Like I recently did. I recently did get rid of I wiped it just because I must have downloaded something, and when I kept trying to play Drawful, the PlayStation remote play just kept freezing. And I don't know what, I'm not a computer guy, so I don't know whatever I somehow touched or downloaded by mistake, it just wouldn't let that play. So I wiped my whole computer because I really literally got nothing on it. Like I got like 2 things to re-download. And so I re-downloaded it, and guess what? It worked. So I touched something I shouldn't have. That's why I should not be a PC guy. But yeah, I think before September hit, I am gonna hit them up and be like, look, my PC is acting funny, so I want to use my warranty, but could I upgrade? How much would it be to upgrade? I don't really know if I should even do that, because I would, like, let's say they say $500 for a blah blah blah. That's way better, but it's like, am I really even seeing what's better? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you
No,
using it just for gaming? Oh, sorry, guys.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I asked him, are you using it specifically for gaming, or are you using it for the podcast and editing?
That's the problem. I'm not using it for gaming at all. I never played a game on it.
Oh, that's right.
It to do this, which actually could do on anything, because this is cloud based anyway. So this takes no
Right.
resources. Now, whenever I use my what is it called? OBS, but OBS, isn't. I mean, it's intensive, but not for this. This just, this could do you know what I mean. So a 2070 is like a 2060 is like what OBS is nothing. So me getting something more powerful would probably be silly, but
Yeah.
Bio, if you're on an iPhone,
good.
Bio, if you're on an iPhone, I have that same problem, man. That same problem. I don't know what it is with iPhones. You can't join from like people with Samsung can. You have to download some weird shit to get on with your iPhone. It's a whole.
Well, Bio, see if you just hit the 3 buttons. Well, I don't know how iPhone is, but try to go from I don't know if iPhone does this or not, but you know how you go to desktop mode where you turn desktop mode off?
I mean, I never had issues joining. I think he's trying to use his AirPods. I don't know if it's working. So maybe he might have to not.
No. I tell you this, that thing doesn't work with It doesn't work. It doesn't work with headphones. So like you put headphones in, it doesn't work. So like I'll tell you that now. Yeah, I didn't know.
Because I used it with that one. I never had issues. I always just turn off my camera and just join with the normal, the mic of the phone.
Yeah.
It wouldn't let me do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird.
But also, I am super excited for this new keyboard. You want to know why? Because you know how things get better. This motherfucker, it has like settings where like you know how you press the key down, right? And there is travel distance between pressing the key and then where it actually registers that you pressed it. What you can do with this keyboard is you can adjust that distance, and you can adjust when it registers, when it resets. So normally you press the key down and you have to let it go all the way back up for it to reset, and then you can press it again, or you hold it down, right, to show like if you're trying to press something for a long period of time. But they can lessen that distance. So it's like as soon as you even like remotely like push it up, it'll already reset. You can adjust that distance from pressing it down and when it goes back up to reset, which is pretty nuts.
You know what's funny though, Bio? I'm hearing you, right? And this is one of those things. Even back in the day when I was on a typewriter, right? Who the hell noticed the delay time from tapping
on a typewriter?
Bro, if I touch here, this is a recent keyboard that I bought. So I made a little review. Just nothing simple. I went to Staples. I was like, you know what? I want to get a new wireless keyboard, right? So but if I press X literally come on screen like a second later. What are we talking about here? Like 0.222 seconds.
Well, the feature for that is a lot for like the competitive games. Like so, the examples they used was Valorant, CS:GO.
Oh, you're talking about gaming?
Yeah, like for gaming. Yeah, so they said like obviously if you change the distance, you're like typing. Yeah, have fun with that. That's like terrible, but it has a different settings. So like on the top right has like M1, M2, M3, M4. You can set the profile. So like, if you're gaming, like you just press M1 and it'll have that saved on the keyboard. And then you're like, I'm just doing normal, going on, just typical, like just browsing social media or just using the computer. You press M2 and make sure all the keys are like normal. Like there's no special setting, something like that, which I thought was really dope. The fact that they let you save their profiles. And what's even better, which I do like, is that normally, like if you get a Logitech keyboard, you have to download the Logitech software on your computer. With their keyboards, like no, you just go into the web browser and you just adjust the settings there and it'll save onto your keyboard. So there's no additional software to download. Super easy. And people have said really great things about these keyboards, like because of like the features and what it offers. They're like it's pretty good.
Okay. Well, let me pull Bio back in and let's see. Bam! Bio, what's the word?
Damn.
I'm still stuck on you saying typewriter.
Hey,
I was trying to be funny.
His age is showing.
Right. What the hell?
Nah, and listen, I think it was what? I think we had typing class in middle school.
On a typewriter?
I've had to use a typewriter.
Yeah.
I've had to use one, like a variation of one. I've had to use one. It was crazy.
Yeah, we had typewriters in middle school. Like I literally had that was the class,
Yeah, we had the old school computers with Oregon Trail. Remember in the green writing?
Yeah, I remember that. Go to the library.
We didn't have typewriters.
Yeah, I had to use one in the Marine Corps. It was crazy.
All right, what's up, Bobby? We can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Okay.
There's
Steve Jobs is cursing me from the grave.
What did you have to do?
I hear you in my left ear.
Oh shit. Well, okay, that's an issue for me.
Oh yeah.
So from the browser setting, because I'm using my iPhone, so I had to request the desktop website version of it. I guess is weird.
Okay.
So I'm using the desktop version of it.
Okay. Well, listen. Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right. Well, look, it's good to get you on here, man. What have you been?
I'm wasting time. Wait, what happened?
What have you been playing? I know you beat Stellar Blade 80 times.
Yeah. No, I beat that game 3 times. I played a little bit of the first Assembly with you. I started playing Spider-Man 2. I know the game is old, but I started playing it. Still playing Cyberpunk because that game is amazing. sometimes Fortnite here and there, but it's only for like the music thing. Like I don't even do the battle royale anymore.
Oh, you played the like rock band thing.
Yeah, that's fun.
I love that too, Bio.
Yeah, I got
I
a
don't.
big.
Never mind. Never mind. No, I don't. Sorry.
Yeah, right. Now this is a
Yeah,
safe space here. This is a
Yeah,
safe.
it's a hidden pleasure that you know.
No, they got Metallica on there. I got all the songs.
Wait,
Not all of them, but
I've heard that Fortnite's music thing is actually really fucking good.
It
It
is.
is.
It's really good. Yeah.
They
you can
need
even
guitar,
put
bring
in
it
like
back.
the guitars in it. Well, it's only on PC, but you could like connect the guitars from like Guitar Hero and stuff like
See,
that.
Ooh, I might
Yo,
have to
I
do
still
that.
got some of them in my
so it's
attic.
fire.
I don't know how to do it, but I'm sure you can look it up.
Yeah.
And they got all like the newer popular songs. Like they got Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar on there. They got
Oh,
they
not
got all.
like
Hey, I don't know if they got that. Drake paid Fortnite just to not do that. Don't you do it. But I don't know. They got a lot of good like current songs, and it's pretty dope, man.
Oh,
It's pretty
nice.
dope,
Yeah, I got an
I'll look
iPhone
that up.
Dodge, man.
right?
Fizzle.
Yeah, the best phone. Oh, you guys can't see my phone, but the
Oh.
case. Look, it looks like an old school tape.
Oh, that's
When
cool.
I lay my phone on the table, people walk by and they be
Yeah,
grabbing it
he's
like,
bringing it
"What the
back to
hell?"
1977.
Yeah,
I got to.
my man took, and he talking about typewriters. You took it back to cassette tapes.
Yeah, look what it say on it. That iPhone mix.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I'm getting excited for this month, bro. I'm about to I mean, I don't know how crazy the pre-order is going to be and how hard it's going to be, but yeah, man, I'm about to get not the Note. Wow, I'm gonna get the Galaxy Fold 6. Haven't had a new phone in 3 years, so it's gonna be cool. Plus the new one has a terabyte of storage, so that's gonna be cool for me making videos. Yeah, because I got the Google One where I got 2 terabytes of cloud storage, but now with a terabyte, I'm gonna be able to cancel that. It's $10 a month. I've been paying for 3 years, and I'm like, but I make so many videos, I back them up on an external hard drive. But the thing is, sometimes like when I'm making them, like I need to like have them there just in case, like I deleted them or something. It's just always something. So this is gonna be dope to have that much space. So I'm looking forward to it.
Crazy. 1 terabyte on your phone.
Right?
Jesus.
Like wait, what?
That's a
crazy.
whole PC on your phone there.
Yeah, because what I got right now is 512, and so before it was 256. Then they jumped to 512. Now, granted, my phone again is 3 years old, so they already been doing 1 terabyte for some of the phones already. So
wow.
But yeah, but I heard it might be like $300 more. Well, in Europe, it's $300 more. I'm like, oh, that's wow. Because this.
What does that take to the phone to? What, 3,000?
Yeah, because the first one of these was 1980, and then
Hell
this
no.
was 18 something. So if it's $300, now I don't know what the recent one was. Again, I don't know what the 5 was, but I know the 5 was 18 something. So that means it might be like the 1 terabyte in Europe is like 2,500.
Oh my god.
Crazy. You better get you an iPhone.
Are people having console wars? I'm like, a little $500. So what are you talking about? My phone.
Hey, believe it or not, how weird it may sound, the phone wars is like almost the same.
Yeah,
it's weird, or not almost the same not to us, but some people they be really online battling. Your iPhone is not good. My Samsung, I'd be like, what?
So you know what's crazy? I was one of them, bro. I
was my god.
Into the phone wars, and you know what happened to me? I had no clue over my head. I used to go hard for Android. I seen a video, and I was like, what? And I found out Samsung was making displays for the iPhones. So while we dumb arguing, they shaking hands like, yeah, we got
right.
You. I was like,
that's how these consoles are.
Yeah, same thing.
You gotta throw a Nokia at his head.
Right. That Nokia will knock him out.
Knock him out the box. So at that point, I was like, yeah, I'm out of the phone wars. Yeah, I just look stupid. Like at that point, I literally was like, yeah, I don't even got nothing to say. Like I give credit. Because all my kids got into iPhones, and I'd be like my son would be like, look at my camera, because he used to be an Android guy. I'm like, damn, the iPhone's camera is sick. So I give credit where it's due. That's just why I look at it. And so, man.
And I was always an Android person. Like I got into iPhone 4 years ago. All my life, like I had the Samsung S1, S2, S3. I did all the way up till S9 Plus, and then my screen went out on it. It's still sitting back there. My lady was like, why don't you try something different? Won't you get to an iPhone? That's what I have. That's what I've had. And she talked me into it. Or I have one of those.
Yeah,
A couple of them.
I wouldn't mind switching to something else. But I think I just been using. I know this platform for so long. Like I
Mhm.
remember a couple years ago, my neighbor, he was helping me fix something with my house, and I had to go to Home Depot, and he was like, I was like, yo, just send me the picture. So he was like, oh, take my phone, just send the picture to your phone, right? So I kid you not, he handed me his iPhone, bro. I couldn't figure out how to send a picture to me. I was like. I don't
Mhm.
know how to back up. Like when you're on iPhone, I don't know what you do to back. Like I'm just like, what would be the point?
Down, back, down, up.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know what would be the point. Like at this point, it's like, and plus now I'm sold, right? I can never have another regular phone. I have to have only a folding phone. Like it does everything I need. Like I love to use a one hand device, right? So my issue is I love big screens. So all right, back it up a little bit. I remember when the before the Note came out, right? And that was big. I was into like the HTC
Mm,
something. It was big,
yeah,
right? And then they came
yeah.
out with this Samsung Mega, right? That was huge. My wife ended up getting it, right? So I was always like, I gotta have the biggest phone. So then when the Note came out, they was like the biggest phones, right?
Yeah.
And then when they showed this, I was like, no, before that, I was like, yo, but phones are getting so big. I could laugh at me. I only type with T9. So do y'all remember T9 with the flip phones?
Oh yeah.
Remember
Huh.
when you type like, all right, say you want to spell cat, right? So cat, right, would be CAT. So you just press those numbers. Just those numbers will pull up CAT, ACT, and you just pick which.
Oh yeah.
I'm always
Okay.
like, bro, how you still use every phone I get, I download or switch to T9. Well, it got to the point where phones were so big, I'm like, bro, why should I use two hands for T9? So then when they came out with a folding phone, I was like, now you look at this. Oh, this size I could hold in one hand and just text with T9. But when I want a big screen, I just open it up. So I was like, that's brilliant. So for me, I can't go back. Now, I don't care iPhone, whoever get it. I just for me, I have to have the technology of having a small phone, because this is pretty small if you put it next to a phone. But to open it, and like there's people now mad saying they want the big screen, the small screen to be bigger. They're like, oh, why are they still making it small? They want it to be wider, right? But I'm like, but then you just got a regular phone. Like it kills the purpose of having a one hand. This is truly like, look at my finger. This is truly a one hand device, right? So so you got a small phone that turns into a big phone. So for me, I don't know. So that's where I'm sold. And now your mama knows.
Yeah.
Oh look, Ron
Big
Slusher
screens matter.
in Yo City. What's up, Ron?
Yeah.
So I don't know what's up with Q Beanie. He literally was like, "Yo, let's talk about wrestling," and then he disappeared.
Hold on real quick, Cowboy. I want to hear Bio. Bio, what do you think about First Descendant?
Yeah, you're right.
Because you actually been playing it, so
Yeah, the only like looter shooter I've actually like poured hours into was the Division 2, but I'm not really into them like that.
Okay.
And I told Cowboy I would only play this game with other people.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't play this on
Right.
my own. So, but I mean, it's okay. Just not gonna pour a whole lot of time into it unless if I play with other people.
right.
Byron, when you got off that day, I actually stayed on and unlocked Bunny,
Oh, really?
and I played with her for a bit. So actually, she
Yeah.
does make the game feel a lot better.
Big Diddy.
Like the dude Ajax is so generic.
Yeah,
But
maybe
like,
that's what it is. At first, they make you start off with generic characters, and then once you see the roster, and you got to pour time into it or even money, that's when the real game actually starts.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, when I played with her, I was like, oh, this is almost a different game. Like she got the electricity out her hand. She runs to charge up stuff. She got the thing where like I guess she make like orbs of light just start shooting people and stuff. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other
That's
dude.
like the dude I played with that got the fucking bionic arm.
Okay.
While everybody's fighting, like you could be fighting over there and you get in some trouble. I could shoot a grenade over there to you in your direction, and anything bad, it'll suck it into them, or
No Diddy.
suck them in it. It'll suck them into it. Like it'll pull them backwards, like into this vortex, and you can
Right.
just, it's yeah.
Now, Bio, do
cool.
you know what I have to do to use the character that Murder was doing? Like how do I
I don't even
choose?
know who the hell that person is. I
No,
don't know who is.
it was three people. It was the dude Ajax I used, that
Uh-huh.
other girl, and then it was the dude he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm only familiar with Bunny and the Freeze girl. That is all I know.
Okay. I just
So
I didn't
so
know.
ain't playing with them dudes. No pause or whatever. No, yeah. He ain't playing with them dudes. He play with them lady characters, which is cool. I for some games I do too, but just not all of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Obi's in the building, guys. What's up, Obi? We're just talking about pretty much anything right now. We're just bouncing back and forth. We're talking about what games everybody's been playing. ISO, what else? I mean, not ISO. Sorry. Bio, what else you've been playing?
Oh no, that's really. Forgot. I forgot also. I beat Metal Gear Solid because I bought it on the Switch, so I beat
Okay.
Metal Gear Solid on it for the first
Oh,
time.
nice.
Phenomenal game. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so for like the first half of the game, I'm not gonna lie, I was watching gameplay because it's an old game and there's
Right.
like certain secrets in it. But then I got to a point where I was like, you know what? Let me do this on my own. And from that point
Yep.
up until the end, I did it on my own. So now I'm playing Snake Eater, and it's a bit of a learning curve because there's like more features and game mechanics in it. But overall, it's cool for a 2004 game. It's pretty cool. Plus, like the remake is coming out, which I might get as well.
Mhm.
So I'm
Mm-hmm.
playing that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Obi's watching. He loves Metal Gear. Like
Yeah.
I
The
used to
only
too,
Metal
man.
Gear game I've like fully beaten was the last one that came out, Phantom Pain. That was really good.
he,
Just the
the
story is
one
confusing as fuck though. I genuinely had to look up like what the fuck was going on.
you know what's crazy? ISO. My issue with Metal Gear is the story. I don't like the Liberty and the SFC, and I hate when games get all super
Kept you
political.
waiting, huh?
Like, bro, I just want to like save the world, rescue the princess. Like, can I just do stuff like that? Like, I don't want
Yeah,
to.
it's a lot of political ideologies at
Right.
play.
Right.
Yeah, that's where they lose me a little bit. But the gameplay is dope. Like, I
Yeah.
actually like Metal Gear Rising. That was dope because my man was a ninja, pretty much, super powerful.
He
Like that.
was yeah, Raiden was in 2, right? Metal Gear Solid 2, was he?
Yeah, right in
I
is
haven't
too.
played it yet, but yeah.
Yeah, the game. So he got a game all by itself. That was
Yeah.
dope.
No, I played a little bit of it years
Yeah, that
ago.
was more like a Devil May Cry, pretty much. It
Yeah.
wasn't like a Metal Gear game.
Mm-hmm.
That was a cool
When
way
you're
to.
when you're creeping around and you hear, "Wheek,"
Right,
it's
right,
like
right.
them little "Wheek."
Murder, you
Like,
better get
oh
in that box.
yeah, or how first game to take out and blow the cigarette smoke through the beams and just they put a lot of detail into that game back in the day.
They did. Let me go to the chat real quick. So Cubini is in the building. Cubini, if you want, jump in and we could talk about wrestling once you get in. He said, "Why is FCAT missing?" FCAT just felt there wasn't really any gaming news today, so he didn't really care to jump in. He thought we couldn't have a show because we don't have rumors and nonsense to talk about. But we're gamers, and that's what we do. Talk about gaming. We're actually talking about playing games. How crazy is that?
Yeah,
Right?
let me add into
What?
something as well, with Metal Gear. So it's like the years are weird. So
Mhm.
technically in the story, like chronologically, Snake Eater is the oldest because it takes place in 64 during the Cold War. Then
Mhm.
it goes to Peace Walker, which is 74. Then it's Ground Zeroes, which is like a little demo thing for Phantom Pain. So that takes place in 75. Then it's Phantom Pain, which is 84. Then it's the original Metal Gear, which came out in 87, but that takes place in like 98 or something. Then it's Metal Gear 2, which is like the year after. Then it's Solid, which is 2005. And then I think it was Metal Gear Solid 2 that took place a year after. Then it's the last one, which is Metal Gear Solid 4. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a
Wait,
lot,
hold up. Where
really.
does the zombie one go?
Oh, that we don't talk about that. We don't
I
talk
know.
about
That's
that.
why I said it.
Right.
No one talks about that. That was a nail to the coffin.
That's crazy. Well, Kojima was like, "Hey, that ain't
Yeah.
on me. That's
Yep.
y'all."
Yeah.
See, Ronan says if you rewatch the cutscenes from Metal Gear Solid 3, it tells our future of the internet and Twitter and shit.
Mm.
But
How
yeah,
about the coolest thing with Metal Gear
in a
is that
way.
game where how did it go? So y'all Metal Gear fans, help me out. You were playing the game. It was on PlayStation, and then what did he do? Look at the screen or something like that. It was like they broke the fourth wall, pretty much.
Oh, that was with Psycho Mantis. So that was in
Yeah,
Solid.
yeah.
Yeah.
So hold on. What had happened? I can't remember
So
exactly.
so with him, right? So he could read, well, in the game lore, he could read your mind, but they kind of broke it. Well, Hideo Kojima made it as if he could read your memory card, like when the game came out. So he could read your memory card and read your inputs. So when the game came out, what you had to do is you had to take it out of the port and then put in the other one. So that way he doesn't read it, and then you could do damage.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that's when you're fighting him because
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah,
But
you have
what's
to move the
crazy is
controller.
that since I beat the game on the Switch, you can't do that, right? So I had to look it up and like who said it with the predictions. So I had
Mm.
to look it up a different way because you can't put the memory uh port out. And I think he low key predicted about emulation in a way. So what I had to do is I had to keep calling the codec, right? Like the kernel until he mentioned the port. And then once he mentioned the port, I gotta die, do it all over again. Then I gotta keep spamming it until he asks me why I can't do the port thing. And then he mentions like the two statues in the room, and I gotta destroy them so it'll like mess with Psycho Mantis's mind, and then
What the
that's how I
fuck?
do damage. So it's like
That's,
another step to it.
let me bring in none other than Q Beanie is in the building.
What up, boys?
What's
Hello.
up? Hey, Q Beanie, man. What's up? You summoning the wrestling topic and you don't show up.
Sorry, man. I'm sitting in the
Drew
truck doing my
McIntyre's
business.
chasing him.
He said Drew Caesar. Nah, not a problem at all. Yeah, when you said it, I was like, yeah, bro, let's talk about a little bit of wrestling.
Yeah, I saw today Roman Reigns and them were doing his dad's funeral today. It's on TikTok. There's a bunch of videos of it.
Okay.
Roman's doing a eulogy and they're carrying the casket to the gravesite.
They waited that long to do the funeral? Then he died like almost 2 weeks ago.
Unless it's not live, but one of his family members is TikToking it right now.
Okay. Well, hold on. Before we get into that, let me get to a little bit more gaming. Dodge Man said, I beat MK1 the other day. Now I wish I didn't. It sucked bad. You know what's crazy? Mortal Kombat always out of every fighting game had the best story. And this one, it looked so good. And the story was so good. And the last act, they dropped the ball so hard. It was just like, I couldn't believe how bad like they dropped the ball in the Mortal Kombat story. Now I get why they did it because they did it for money purposes. They did it so that invasion mode could keep living on because it makes sense with the story. So every couple months they can make a new invasion mode and try to get money out of you. But man, that's a shame that they really sacrificed the story.
That's how the gaming industry is now. Money.
No, you're right. They literally sacrificed. I mean, it was going so good. I was like, yo, this is like writing. Like, this is really good. And then it just was like, multiverse. None of this is real. Well, it is in your universe. Well, so why don't you bring you from your universe?
I think they hired Vince McMahon.
Man, no, they try to get Marvel. They hire Kevin Feige. Hey, let's just do what Marvel's doing because it's working out so well. Not.
Hey, can I ask all the panel, maybe even the chat, a question? Which you guys, I mean, for those who have played those games, which one would you prefer, or do you prefer? Which I know most people probably say Metal Gear with Snake, or Siphon Filter with Logan.
Okay, let me say this. I thought his name was Sam Fisher.
No, that's Splinter Cell.
Oh, damn. All right.
Splinter.
Well, here's what's crazy. I never played Splinter Cell.
Or the three. Siphons. Put all three of them in there. Which one do you guys prefer?
And you're gonna forget Hitman? Wow.
Well, then now we're gonna throw Max Payne. So hold up. Now you're gonna throw Max Payne also?
I'm sorry, I said the wrong name. I was thinking the one Bio said.
Hitman is kind of like a stealth game.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just camouflaging.
But no, out of those three espionage type games, Siphon Filter, Metal Gear, Logan with the, which one do you guys prefer? Is it all Metal Gear Solid?
So let me go first. So let's go in order. I'll just go down the line with Skip Murder because it's his question. He can finish it up. You know what's crazy? Like I said, my favorite word in the dictionary is interest, right? If something interests me, I'll play it.
Mm-hmm.
I just never, I felt the best sneak up game, they was never going to make it better. Tenchu Stealth Assassin. I got to play that, and it was like, this is what I'm talking about. I'm a ninja. I drop down behind people. I snap their neck, slit their throat, grappler hook back on the thing. And then, they came out, well, obviously Metal Gear was out way back in Nintendo, right? I played the original on NES, right? And then they got better and better, right? But I never ever played Siphon Filter, and what was the other one you said? I don't even remember.
Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell. Never played either one of them. I just never had the interest. I played Metal Gear because it was always like the pop culture game. But yeah, I never played the other two. So I guess my answer will be Metal Gear. But my hot take, I think Metal Gear is super overrated. Me personally. That's my hot take. Like
you about to get basic for that.
One of the most overrated games in video games to me. But what about you?
Whoa. No, you can't get off the hook that easy. Metal Gear Solid is one of the worst games to use.
No, overrated.
Okay.
No,
overrated.
He means a franchise in general.
So look, I think it's a good game. I think it's a good franchise. I just don't think like it's you know what it's like the cult classic. It's like the people like, oh, that's so amazing. And you be like, word, like, oh, you and all your friends like it? No, I'm the one of my friends that all like it. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. Everybody just be like Metal Gear. You got like a section of people that's super into Metal Gear, and then if you go in the general public,
you're tripping. Metal Gear Solid is one of the best games ever made. I mean, the series as a I believe, and I'm not big into them. I've only beat 3. That's the only one out of them that I played all the way through was 3. Yeah, so I'm lost with all of it.
Now, Metal Gear is really popular in Japan.
Yeah, it used to be really popular here.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is a super popular game. Me personally, I think it's overhyped. I just think I think the whole putting a box over you and walking around, I just feel like it's a lot of it that's like
it's not about the box, goddammit. There's more to it. Come on.
Yeah. He's like, playing us like a damn fiddle.
I feel like it's really slow. Is really slow, and I feel like the story again, that's just me. I feel like the story just like I feel like it's so popular, but the story is just trash to me. I'm like, so that's just my opinion. What about you?
Okay.
Which one of those? And that's a great question, Murder. Thanks. I might have to make a poll.
Definitely Metal Gear. I remember I played Siphon Filter on the PlayStation, but that was like a long time ago. And then I never cared for Splinter Cell. So yeah, I gotta say Metal Gear all day. I gotta say Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater is my absolute favorite, and I think the best in the series.
There we go.
What about you, Bio?
The only Splinter Cell game I've fully played was Conviction, even though that's probably like the black sheep of the franchise. But I liked it; it was cool. But I know there's like more to it. I tried Siphon Filter, but that shit is old as hell. The controls are mad weird. I didn't know what the hell to do.
Yeah.
So like, whatever. But at least to me, I like history. Like I've always liked history for a long time. So it's kind of like a fictional history type of thing.
Right.
And I kind of like over the years, I kind of pieced the story together, even though I haven't played all of them, but I kind of just pieced it all together. And the more I learned about it, it was interesting because it could have been a possibility in real life if some certain things happened. So that's cool.
Sorry,
I have to give it to
Ron's a fool, man.
I have to give it to Metal Gear.
What about you, Cubini?
Yeah, I'd say Metal Gear over the other one, but I was going to mention an honorable mention for me was Winback on the N64 and PlayStation.
Ooh, Winback.
Remember that game?
Never played that one.
Yeah.
Winback was something I really wish would have gone a lot further. That was a great game.
Yep. And honestly, that's back when I actually liked cover shooters because that's pretty much what it was. Like it reminds me of kind of like the Division, how the Division covers so much, but more methodical. You know what I mean? More stealthy. Like
dude, I died all the time in that game. Jesus.
Yeah.
On the N64, I think we were playing that. Yeah.
Way back. Good stuff.
Yeah. N64. Yeah, Winback.
He went back there. Damn. Good.
Yeah, we old. We admit
he went way back there.
That's cool that I don't know many games that even would mention Winback. So you said Winback, I'm like, oh yeah, that game. I'll tell you what's so messed up. That game was so good, right? A friend of mine was going through some hard times, right? I'll say that. And mentally, I'll say that without getting into it. And he'll probably laugh about it today. And so I was like, he was on some whole, I don't care about nothing no more. I was like, oh, really? I don't care. I said, well, let me have your win back. Take my win back. So a day later, he was like, bro, I can't find my win back. I was like, you let me have it. He's like, no, I didn't. I was like, yes, you did. Hey, yo, and I held, and it was on video. So I held onto his win back off the strength of that because I wanted to keep it so bad. But
Yeah, you got to pull some footage of that game. Oh, I think it was on Dreamcast also. I don't remember. It was on everything, I think.
I don't remember being Dreamcast, but
I could be wrong. I know it's 64 and what, PS2?
I
yeah,
think
win back.
so.
I want to do this though.
I know it was on PlayStation, but I don't remember which one.
What was on PlayStation?
No, Winback was on 64, so it's got to be PS2, right? Would that be the same time frame? PS2?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Let me Google it. I'm not trying to figure it out.
Ron says there's an adult film called Snake Eater as well. I don't know.
Yeah, PS2 in 1999 and 64 on PS2.
And 64. Damn.
Yeah, 99, 2000.
That's crazy.
Oh, Winback's
25 years
cover
ago.
system. Hold on. Winback's cover system went on to influence Metal Gear Solid 2, Kill Switch, Gears of War, Resident Evil 4. Wow.
No,
Rainbow Six Vegas.
Did. Like I said, notice what I mentioned, a cover shooter. Like,
Dude,
I don't know,
Killing
though.
was so fun. I remember playing the shit out of that game.
Does anybody remember I know the Metal Gear Solid. They had it might have been on Siphon Filter or Splinter Cell where they had the mercenaries versus, they had the versus mode. Anybody ever play any of that?
hold up, what versus mode on what? Talking Metal Gear?
Oh. No. That's one thing that separates the two. Metal Gear didn't have a multiplayer, as far as I know. I'm talking about
They had it in Phantom Pain.
Yeah, I was about to say they did.
Did they? Oh, I never played that one.
Yep.
But they had a legitimate mode on Siphon Filter where it could be mercenaries versus spies or whatever. So you would be on these maps and it would have three people creeping around, and all you had was a taser, and you could creep through the vents and you could be sneaky about it. And then you had three dudes roaming around with guns, and it was pretty awesome back in the day. Anyway, sorry.
I mean, if they fully remastered Siphon Filter, I would probably give it a try because that is so outdated.
Yeah.
I doubt they'll do that.
Now hold on, I want to.
They've been talking about it.
Now Ronan said, I remember playing Shinobi on PS2. Damn, it took me like 5 years. Do you mean Ninja Gaiden? I don't remember Shinobi being on PlayStation. That was a Sega game, wasn't it? Always back in the day, used to play Shinobi on Sega. Shinobi, Shadow Dancer, man, all the different.
It was on PS2 in 2002.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Damn.
2003, somewhere around there.
Oh, that must have been like when they start making like the newer version of it. But here, check this out, guys. So watch this trailer. So I just wanted to bring this to people who and I said 3 years. So this was 2 years ago. But check this out. This was one of the original trailers for The First Descendant before it was called The First Descendant. And I remember just seeing this trailer like, what game is this? That's the trailer. I felt like that looked way better than what we got today. Like just the tone of it, it seemed more serious. I don't know.
Freaking Sony got the marketing rights and it runs better than Xbox. Who knew? It's just crazy.
Oh man, it got
Just
to be
saying.
one. Listen,
It happens both ways. Xbox does the same shit. They get marketing rights for a game and it runs better on the PlayStation. It's a weird
it got to
thing.
be somebody that's gonna take it there. All
It's a
right,
weird
so
thing.
you guys got anything else you want to say about gaming for right now before we just switch gears a little bit and talk about a little bit of what's been going on in wrestling? Like the Money in the Bank pay-per-view just happened.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Anybody?
I'm gonna bounce here because I don't know shit about wrestling.
Yeah, I figure
you
you
know about The Rock.
Oh yeah, he's goated. Yeah.
Well, ISO,
And
is there anything else you want to mention about wrestling? I mean, about gaming before you jump out?
Big Steam summer sales. Check it out. Hella good prices on games, especially if you've been looking at older games. Other than that, I mean, keep doing what you guys are doing.
So, well, look, ISO, when's the next time you're streaming? Do you got you know?
Shit, bro. I have no, dude. My focus has been I'm just chilling, bro, and I just stream when I stream, and I appreciate everybody because people stop by and they hang out, you know. So I'm just there's a lot of things going on, a lot of positivity, and it's just like I just been busy, dude, and it's just when I have off time, I'm just chilling and gaming, you know.
Nice, dope. Well, just make sure, man. You know, if you remember, whenever you're streaming, man, drop that link in the Discord because a lot of times for me, I might not see a YouTube notification because I'm not on YouTube, right? But I'll end up seeing a notification on the Discord, and so then I could just jump in and shoot the breeze with you. You know what I mean?
Well, dude, I appreciate that. Right, you guys have a good one. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Later, bud.
Definitely, guys. There's ISO channel if you want to go check him out. Good dude. All right, guys, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's jump into a topic switch because I think this is kind of cool to talk about for a bit. So let's do it.
Topic switch.
What's going on, guys? So we are going to get into some wrestling because some cool stuff going on recently. The Money in the Bank pay-per-view just happened. I think that's worth talking about. Definitely want to give some shout out to my man Cubini because I wasn't even thinking about it, and he was like, dude, let's talk about wrestling. And Monday Night Raw does come on tonight, and there was a couple things that happened in wrestling that I want to talk about that I'm like, I can't believe happened. So good stuff. We got Bio on here, he's a wrestling fan, and we got Cubini is on here, he's a wrestling fan, and I believe Murder's been catching up with wrestling recently too. So this is gonna be pretty cool. So let me bring on none other than 5-0 Bio and Cubini. Let's get back to it.
In 2002.
Dang. So guys, so we have Money in the Bank that happened now, and mind you, you guys can bring AEW if you want. I don't watch it all, so I have no clue. But if you guys want to bring up that stuff as well, you can.
Did you watch NXT yesterday?
No.
Okay, some good shit went down there too.
So I'm very behind on NXT. I told myself I want to try to catch up, but I'm probably like 4 years
You gotta
behind.
start believing in Joe Hendry.
Yeah, I still didn't get a chance to look him up. But I stopped watching it like around February 2020. So I'm gonna try to catch up though, because I was the biggest fan. But anyway, so guys, we could just jump around, right? Because we're just gonna talk about wrestling, bring up stuff, like join in the conversation. You guys bring up something else also. Yo, what's up with that? Oh, go ahead.
Let's do the big one first.
Okay, is it what I was about to say?
Yeah, you can't see me. That's right. Let's talk about that first.
All right, let's talk about that. So John Cena is retiring. You know what I do like? Now I was talking to my son, and he was like, "I don't like the fact that he announced it." And I was like, "You know why I do like it? Because his reasons is cool." Like Triple H said on the post show, he said, "I don't know why people don't do what Cena is doing. They can, but he announced to the world, listen, I got one more year." And he said, "This ain't gonna be me coming back. Like when my year is up, you ain't gonna see me in the outfit, the jorts. I'm gonna be wearing the suit and tie. I'm done wrestling, but I want to go out and let you guys get to enjoy it with me. I'm doing this for you guys. And one last year, I'm doing this specifically to thank you all for all you did for me. And that I'm like, you know what? Cena's the one person I could get behind and say that's cool because
So
I
we have Liv Morgan's revenge tour. Now we got John Cena's retirement.
yes, we got and I brought that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got John Cena's exit tour essentially. So it's a little foggy because he said he didn't really give the date it was over. Like at first on wrestling when he mentioned it, it sounded like his last match was WrestleMania, but then on the post show he cleared it up and people was like, "Do you think you'll get the title?" And he was like, "Well, I mean, there's a lot of events like Money in the Bank," and he was
he mentioned somewhere around 30 to 40 things he's going to be in for the whole year.
To 40 events. So
right. Yeah, that's a big number.
That is a big number. Yeah, that's a big number. So who knows when he's gonna be done, but it will be in 2025. So I personally, every time they asked him, "Do you want to win the title again?" He's always said, "Listen, it's not up to me, and I don't want to take this away from anybody else." But when they asked him, "Do you want to win the title?" he was like, "Hey, listen, you never know." So I personally would hope that they let him beat Ric Flair's record. That would be cool.
It makes sense to do that. Have him win Royal Rumble or something like that. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's going to be obvious. It might be a surprise when it happens.
Yeah, and I think
everybody's going to expect it, you know?
Yeah, and I think if anything, he deserves it, to be honest with you.
Sure.
Now, he did say, they asked him, "Are you going to go bad?" And he was like, "Honestly, I'm not going to go bad. I think the fan," he said, "I always try to do things for the fan that they could get behind. And I think the fans will see right through it." He said, "All the stuff I do outside of here, I'm more of a good guy. Like I do a lot of stuff for the kids and all that. And me trying to be bad, you guys are just, you look right through it and be like, eh." So he feel he can't really pull it off. Because of, you know. So what was your thoughts on that? Like, do you feel like, damn, we never going to see Cena like a bad guy? Like,
I mean, after Cena got buried last year by Solo, I just was like, well, I guess Cena's gone. So if we can get another year with him being around and then possibly on TV after that, you know, maybe he could be an announcer or a backstage something, or maybe he could be like a Paul Heyman type for somebody.
Netflix debut as well.
Oh yeah, Netflix is gonna be amazing. That's gonna be a hell of a show.
Yeah, he's really looking forward to that. But I don't think he's gonna do announcer stuff. He said he's gonna be. Did you guys all watch the post conference? Because he took.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched it up until Tiffy time.
Okay, well, he did say he's gonna do like what he pitched to them is he would be more like a backstage figure, helping them with.
I know that Punk said he would love one more match with Cena. So
yeah, I mean, I'm sure like people are gonna be like, dude, how can he not face Randy one more time?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like him and Randy was like polar opposites coming up together, man. Yeah, I would love to see that.
My fault, y'all. I'm still here. My son and these people, they were acting crazy outside in the pool. I had to run out there and be dad real quick.
Do you think that Randy's going to stick around long enough to maybe get a run for that 17? Because he's not far off.
I don't think so. I think the thing is, I think Randy's at the point where if he even get the title again, it's going to be a while from now. If they might give him a title, if he could have a really good feud with Cody, but I feel like Randy's not in the. He's in the consistency of. They're not really putting. I don't think they're going to be injecting him in a title because he's 14-time champ. So he got still got a little bit ways to go. You know what I mean?
I could see him fighting Cody and beating Cody, but Cody would end up getting it back.
But doesn't the world heavyweight title count to that amount?
Yeah, they all count.
Yeah, they all count. Count.
So maybe he could win that one.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying he can't, but I don't see him winning 3 more championships unless he's probably going to wrestle another 7 years, maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you think he can squeeze in all 3 before he's officially done? Because we don't know. I
think he does. So here's the thing. I think WWE is big on legacy and big on I think they're big on trying to take over those old what is the word I'm looking for? Not goals, but those old you know, like
throwbacks.
no, like
Records.
and had it. Yeah, records. Thank you. So I think. Oh man, my wife is great. She just gave me an ice cream sandwich. Let's go. Brought me my food, my
Yeah, but
drink.
if they were trying to honor those records, they would have had Roman go a little longer.
No,
you
no, no.
think.
So, no. But I think the problem with Roman was it was starting to make the wrestling, and I know people are not gonna like this, but it was starting to make wrestling a little bit stale, even though like it was doing good numbers. But it just like as a fan, like yes, for WWE, people was tuning in only because they wanted to see him lose so bad, and so it was making fans be annoyed and upset. And then my brother said he's a big Roman fan. He was like, oh, look, Cody ain't doing that great. And I always said I don't think it was about Cody being better than Roman and taking the title and taking
Right.
Roman did. It was just about who can be the one that should beat Roman, and that's what Cody was, right?
Yeah. Cody was always the guy to beat Roman for sure. For the last 2 years, Cody was. What did they say last year? Cody was the champion without a belt, basically.
Right.
Like he was the man the entire year last year. So it makes sense.
Yeah. But yes, I don't that so back to Randy, I don't think he would get it for that. But yeah, man, look, kudos to John Cena. Honestly, if I could meet one wrestler, and this is crazy because my favorite wrestler is Stone Cold, and John Cena was never on my list of favorites, but neither was Undertaker. But those are two people I super respect for what they done in wrestling. And John is probably at the top of my list of like most admirable wrestler. Again, he's not on my favorite list, but I respect the hell out of him and his length of being a champion. Like you could say Rock, Stone Cold, say whoever you want, but as John was on top for so long and was the face for so long, like
Fact.
I don't know. So
Well, don't they have that show in New York, that live event thing you're doing?
I don't think John is on it though, is he? I don't think John is on it.
I don't know.
Yeah, like when I was looking at it the other day, I don't think John is on it. Like I know Punk is on it, Bianca's on it, a bunch of Hogan's on it, but I don't think John is on it. But and New York is a skip and a jump away from me, so yeah, I guess I could, you know. But anyway, guys, this is what I want to talk about. So definitely good thing to bring up, Cubini. Man, oh man, this damn Damian Priest not kicking out. I was like,
You know what's crazy? When I saw that, I was like, "Wait, what happened?" Because like I
was
thought he
crazy.
would like kick out, and then I was confused for a second, and then my dad told me, "Oh, maybe he put his foot on the rope, like a rope break." But I didn't even see that, so I was so confused.
oh, he was
What
in the
happened?
middle.
And then I just let it slide.
So
Yeah,
I thought,
Triple H had a comment on it in the post show.
yeah, he tried to he did a good job of trying to like, covering it up, but I don't think that was good enough. What Triple H said was, sad thing is Damian's got so good. He got in a great shape. He feel like he deserves where he's at. He's doing a great job. And the sad thing is all people are going to talk about is he didn't kick out. He had one bad, and that's all they're going to talk about. And I just felt like, hell yeah, we're going to talk about that. Like I think the worst thing you could do in wrestling, right? It's all storytelling. The worst thing you could do is botch the finish, right? Because at the end of the day, that's
WCW.
What'd you say?
WCW.
Well, I mean, my thing is the matches are about the finish, right? At the end of the day, what are we having a match for? Is to see who wins or lose. Now, if it's no contest, no contest. But for him to just now, here's the thing. There's a bunch of things. People think that he was waiting to hear Drew music play. Drew music played right after the 3 count. So if he was waiting, maybe that messed him up. I personally thought he was knocked out. When he get picked up right before the Falcon Hour, he does the Seth hit him with the knee, and not Seth. Damn, my brain just went blank. He gets hit with the knee, right? Yeah, it was Seth. He gets hit with the knee, and then he get hit with the Falcon Arrow. And I thought he looked like he was just stretched, like his head was laid down, and the ref was like 1, 2. My man was still laid out 3. And then what crazy is my wife thought when it happened and the music hit and Drew came in and was going to cash in and only Seth was in the ring. My wife was like, oh, snap, Seth beat him. And I was like, no, they got to announce the winner because Seth was
That's what my son said. The same thing. He said, "Dad, Seth won, and Drew's coming out." I'm like, "What?" And then and it's like, "What the fuck?" I think that Drew was supposed to come out before the pin, maybe, or right at the same time.
Right.
And then they just botched the timing on it, pretty much. And then Drew had to get out right away after that, because then that's the whole talk was the pinfall.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Wow,
I'm a
man.
Cowboy. I kind of think maybe something happened to where Priest was feeling it,
Yeah.
because
Maybe.
he should have kicked out. For some reason he didn't, and as we all seen, it was 1, 2, 3,
Nah.
like
So one
that's
other
rough.
There's one other time in wrestling history that I seen.
Mhm.
And I swear I tried to look on the internet, I can't find it. My son was like, "Oh no, he's seen it not that long ago." Booker T versus The Rock. Booker T hit him with, he back in the day used to do SmackDown, but that was his DDT used to call it SmackDown. He used to spin around you and hit you with the DDT.
Mhm.
Damn, he hit Booker T was stretched. The ref jumped down, said 1, 2, and had to pull up, and he was still stretched. I was like,
Yeah. It seemed to me like it was one of those situations. Maybe. Never know, but
now we can't forget a couple weeks ago with Jade when Shayna Baszler put her in the California clutch.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I think what happened was she put it on her hard. Like, somebody told me that they think at some point in the match she had kneed Jade, maybe for real. Remember when Braun had hit Brock for real and Brock punched him for real? So somebody's thinking she probably put it on her because she tapped like it was UFC. Like, she was like, "Oh, like that hurt," and and she wasn't supposed to. But obviously,
and the ref didn't see it either.
What you say?
No,
yeah,
the
that's
ref
what I was
didn't
gonna
see
say.
her tap either.
You said
remember she was away from her tapping, like
exactly. At least with that, the ref wasn't there, right? But another thing that was terrible. My wife can't stand this one because she's the biggest Randy Orton fan. Randy versus Gunther for the King of the Ring. Randy's shoulder was off the mat like this much, and the ref 1, 2, 3. I was like, "What?" And they even said it because Corey Graves and them was like, "Oh, maybe we need a better angle." Like, no, we just seen the angle. There ain't no angle better than that.
You got caught in 4K.
Yeah, right.
I am hearing rumors that they might spin this as a Judgment Day possibly paid off the ref or something along those lines. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing.
Maybe Liv did.
Maybe they'll put it into the story. Might as well, because it's more embarrassing if you leave it the way it is.
Well, the problem is, I think, they would have to let not Priest, because right now Priest look like he's touching that face roll. He's looking like, his whole, I don't want help. So it would have to be like, if they did that, which I don't think they are, but they would have to.
Maybe Finn Balor did it, because remember, they kind of showed his face like right after he left. So maybe he did
It's there. If they react to it quick enough, they might be able to spin it. Maybe.
Nah, you know what WWE is good for? WWE is good for avoiding things. Act like it never happened.
Yeah, take that shit off YouTube. Yep.
They'll just act like certain things that happen in wrestling. You'll have two people teaming up and like, I thought they hated each other. They just won't say nothing. That never happened.
So after Drew came out and made it a triple threat, got a little interesting, I would say. Once Punk came out and shit got crazy, oh my lord! I knew that was coming. I could have paid money on that one.
Yeah, we called that on Wrestling Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
So now actually he just texted me. Energy just texted me, said, "Oh, I got a text him and say, hey, we're gonna talk wrestling." He just texted me, said he's waking up. He just woke up. We gonna hear it because all he kept saying was, "I'm telling you guys, I think Punk's gonna cost him the money in the bank." I was like, "Bro,
I said the same thing.
It's better for him to just stop him from winning it." He's like, "No, he's gonna win it and he's gonna cost him." Like, Energy, that would be dumb as hell. So I know.
Remember when we were there and I said, "Damn, remember if he did that to him again for the third time, we got to kill him." Remember I said that? We got to kill him. That's 3 championships he's won and got took from him. Like that's.
Yeah, but Punk had to get his payback from Chicago, though. I mean, that's got to come back.
Plus, he has a CM Punk's bracelet as well.
But Drew hasn't cost CM Punk 3 straight championships.
Right. Right.
And
in
the,
the
and the
future,
last one,
he
remember, the
might.
last one was in Glasgow, where he is from, where he.
Right. Now I will say
No,
this. You could
no, but
say
he did beat his ass in Chicago, though. That's a big deal.
no.
Eh,
I will say this. You could say Drew technically started because Drew did injure Punk and made Punk miss out on Mania. So I mean that is big.
stop it. But that's
And
not
then
the same.
when he won it at WrestleMania, he told him to suck it right there.
And Drew did deserve that though. Ain't nobody
But
Drew
doing
was stupid as shit at WrestleMania. That was all him.
yeah.
That was
That
dumb shit.
showboating and doing all that. Yeah, but CM Punk getting beat up on a random Wednesday night water cooler match is
right.
different than losing in a WrestleMania. Like all
No,
the
you're
best,
right.
SummerSlam, Money in the Bank. It just hits different. It's like,
Well,
man,
so let's talk
yeah,
about the fines and the suspension. Then, what do y'all think about that storyline?
I didn't know about it. I seen the Twitter thing where Drew
yeah, I
was
seen it too.
going back at him. But where did they announce he got fined?
So
Like,
Adam put out a
Adam
video
did it.
on Twitter yesterday,
Yeah.
right?
On Instagram.
It said
too.
that he's finding CM Punk and Drew,
oh,
and then Drew clapped back on Twitter, and so now he doubled it. So, and
But
Drew is suspended
he
indefinitely.
right, I was about to say
Yeah,
he
that
said
shit's
that they're
crazy.
both getting fined, and Drew he said for Drew putting his elbow in my teeth, he's
Yep.
suspended indefinitely. So
Dude, I bet you money Drew's gonna come out tonight and be like, "Fuck this guy, I'm coming." It's gonna happen.
well,
Hey,
he
maybe
did.
they might have a
Just,
fight.
just like when they said he quit and he came
Yeah.
back 2 days later. Like, come on.
He did quit the other day.
yeah.
But that's funny that they're taking all the storylines in the Twitter lately. It's a nice
Right.
touch for them to do something different.
See, I miss all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on TikTok. That's where I saw it.
Yeah.
Hey, Cowboy, and we're not there yet. We're not there yet, but I did mention if we go back on Wrestling Wednesday and mention it, as far as the ladies, I told him it was Tiffy time.
Hey, out of everybody,
I called it.
agree. When we start,
That was a good match. I enjoyed that match.
What'd you say?
Yeah, the girls was one of the best
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, I enjoyed that match. That was a good match.
Yeah.
I like the
We
bump
gotta
off
rank
the.
the matches from best to worst.
Well, I like the bump
Ooh.
off the ladder down onto both tables. That was killer.
Or Io Sky and Stark off the back, that backbreaker they did. I was
That was
like,
like a Michinoku driver thing on the ladder. That was wild.
yeah.
They had some really good spots. Yeah.
It reminded me of us when we don't really want to play the women's matches, but then when we do play the women's matches, we're like, damn, that was fire.
Yeah.
You know, it was.
Oh, also they're
I
adding
liked
2
that one.
new mid card belts for the women's.
What in WWE or?
Yeah. It'll be like the
Mm.
women's USA and the women's IC.
I mean, that's necessary. Like,
Yeah.
let it be some other type of belt.
I don't know
going on.
when, but they did mention that.
They also
Mm.
announced all the matches for tonight already. If you want to hear them.
Oh, for tonight?
Yeah, real quick. Jey Uso versus Chad Gable.
Oh wow.
Laura Valkyrie teams with Kaden Carter against Katana and Damage Control.
Okay.
And then Braun Strowman and Awesome Truth against Finn Balor, JD, and Carlito.
Mm.
And then Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan versus Rey Mysterio and
I
Zelina
heard about
Vega.
that one.
Wait.
Yeah.
So Dirty Dom's gonna team up with Liv?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
Against Daddy and
I
Vega.
heard that one
Yeah.
yesterday. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And my question is Damien gonna be on tonight?
Probably.
Like, is he? I guess he's just gonna come on.
Backstage. Yeah.
Is he gonna come on and act like nothing happened? That's my question. Is he just gonna come on and be like, "Oh, Rise, I told you guys I'll keep the belt"?
I don't think he'll do that.
Campeón,
Because
he never
did you
fails.
see after he won? Remember, you were watching after he won that match, how he was laying there looking at the camera like,
Yeah,
He
why?
looked pissed.
Why? I want to do it by myself, you know.
Yeah, he wants that clean win for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
He wants that. I did it without no help. I beat this man by myself, I think. So, I mean, that's the vibes I got when he pinned him and he looked up at the camera and looked around at everybody like,
I'm thinking maybe Triple H probably had pulled
How
him.
are we forgetting that Seth Rollins was pissed at CM Punk too?
You
Yeah.
took the words out of my mouth. I was going to bring up Seth. Yes,
Who you
sir.
got in that,
He was
Cowboy?
pissed.
Seth
Hold
and
up.
CM. Who you got on that? Or well, let's not switch it real quick.
Before we go to that, I just want to say one
Triple
thing.
threat.
I'm pretty sure the way Triple H was talking about Damian, like in positive, he probably pulled him to the side and said, "Listen, on Raw, don't sweat it, bro. Just go out there and do your thing. Mistakes happen." I'm bet you Damian's gonna, because I don't know, like if you come out and talk about you didn't kick out, because all right, so from my point of view, the ref said 1, 2, 3. That means he lost.
Well, the ref tried to like back
Yeah.
his hand off, so it didn't actually count as
No,
a three.
I
But it was
thought
very close.
I thought it was a 1, 2, 3.
I saw
It
1,
was.
2, and he didn't move. That's what I saw.
I seen 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I seen 1, 2, 3, and he was still laying there. And
Yeah, but
and
you said they
I
kind of
think they're
1,
bringing
2,
that.
3. Oh.
They're bringing the 2K glitch to real life.
hell yeah, right?
I think they start the show with one of them. Watch tonight. I might be wrong, but I think Damien or one of those people will come out first
I think
tonight.
Seth's going to come out and be like, I want a fucking rematch, bro.
Yeah, one of them three or
Yep.
whoever was in that match, I think they'll come out first tonight. Boom,
Well,
right off the jump.
Well, here's the thing. Remember, Seth cannot go for the title as long as Damian is champ.
Yeah, but he
But
can say that Drew fucked that up and he didn't get a fair one-on-one. You could
He gonna
argue
come
that
and
point.
address CM Punk. Watch, he gonna be like, and
Yeah.
CM Punk. Yeah,
Remember, that was the only second time they ever cashed in. Somebody cashed in at Mania. So, well, it doesn't matter. Never mind.
cashed in and failed.
No, I was thinking about when Damian cashed in at Mania, how Seth cashed in at Mania, but never mind.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like they
Crazy.
the Money in the Bank, man. Like I feel like why not let somebody else win it? Let CM Punk push Drew off and he fall through tables, and then
That's
somebody
literally what I said last week.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then the
Same
women did
idea.
it, so I was like, oh, what the hell?
I mean, it's big picture storytelling with 4 people. I guess they figured that was okay. I don't know.
I mean, it is what it is. Listen, I'm a fan of the whole thing, so it is what it is. I just think I would have, because having the Money in the Bank is like an extra story throughout the year. So I feel like they could have gave it to somebody else and let that been a story. But what about my man Sammy? Now, here's my issue.
Oh, hold on, Cowboy. Just elaborate on what you were saying real quick. Who would they have give it to?
Dude, Jay. Give it to Jay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But you got to think long-term storytelling. And we know Jay is going to be on the good side of this bloodline feud eventually with his brother. So giving him Money in the Bank doesn't really make any sense now.
That would have been his best bet
You know.
of winning a championship because he's been on a losing streak when it comes to title matches.
And I don't understand that either. I think that's because they're going to put the bloodline thing back together. Maybe they're afraid to make him champ and then still do that.
Well, yeah.
They'd rather have him just be tag team with his brother.
But the thing is, just because he had the Money in the Bank don't mean he would have been champ.
The world.
I'm not the
will
one
never-
writing these scripts, but you know they're long-term storytelling. You know they are.
Well, the Money in the Bank. But so anyway, I want to switch gears a little bit. Here's what I was confused on.
Wait. One last thing, though. One last thing. They are adding in an old pay-per-view again.
Yeah,
from
Bad
the
Blood.
90s. Yeah.
Yeah, they said it's been 27 years since Bad Blood, and that was the first time they actually showed the Hell in a Cell. That was his first debut.
Yep.
And that's when Kane came out too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why they ever get rid of Bad Blood? Like that's nowadays that says what
Honestly,
you
that's
know
where they should
Bad
have their
Blood.
fight. CM Punk and Drew, probably at Bad Blood. Maybe they'll make it like how Brock and Cody had like the best of 3 matches leading up to WrestleMania.
Bio or Cudini, can you guys see a 3-way? McIntyre, Seth, CM.
Let's see a 4-way. Throw Damien in there. Have all 4
Damien's
of
a
them go
champ, so he
like a big
don't have
cage
to
match type thing.
technically. You know, technically Damien don't got to. He is the champion, but
right.
If you know,
so
if
maybe
people
the
feel
3
a
of
certain,
them then for like number 1 contender could do that.
right. I feel a certain way because you fucked me out of my match trying to handle your business with him. So me and you got problems now. You know, like how Seth said the other night. He was like, me and you got problems now.
And the icing on the cake is all four of them have history together, like dating
Yeah.
back a decade max. So it's cool.
Yeah, there's the storytelling is getting pretty good. I'm loving like how somebody have problems with somebody has problem with somebody.
And then you could date it back to the origins of it.
But it affects somebody else. You know, like, whew.
Well, I like when Cody's talking about the championship and Randy keeps eyeballing that shit.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's some long-term storytelling right there.
G is in the building. What's going on?
Maybe to add on to it, because I don't think anyone's mentioning it. Back in WrestleMania, Randy tried to do the punk kick, but then ISO Speed pulled Logan out, and I was like, wait a minute, isn't that move banned? So he almost hit it, but that happened. So maybe
that's
bring it back.
WWE for you. They're gonna forget that it was banned.
Yeah,
that's my
point. I don't know about the pile driver because we all know.
Remember the power was banned at one point in time.
Are we gonna forget about Speed too? He's a funny kid. I saw him on YouTube. That one gamer's apartment burned to the ground with all the fireworks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They were talking about that shit. Yeah.
And he got jumped in Norway.
I saw the video of the apartment burning on the outside. I was like, damn.
Hey, Cubini, that was fake.
No, they showed the building burning on the outside.
I heard
no.
Fake room.
No, Kai Sinet had them. Kai Sinet or whatever that guy's name is. They built a replica setup of his whole house out in the field. There's actual video of that happening. And
but
they
him and Mr. Beast were streaming out in like a dirt lot or something the other day in a tent.
Yeah,
they said his house burned down. So that whole thing's all
No, yeah, look it up. They made a setup of Kanai's in his mansion setup. They made it out in a lot, and when they showed him walking in and looking around, like, yeah, we're about to blow this whole place up. So that wasn't real, but yeah, but
it was nothing real on the internet, man. Ain't nothing real on the internet. Fuck.
They made a replica setup of his everyday setup that people see, and the whole house. They walk people through it, him, Mr. Beast, and all that.
That's
and
cool.
They were like, "We're gonna blow this up later," and they were like, "Oh my god!" But yeah, it wasn't really his house burning down.
But yeah, let's talk about Sammy and my boy Breaker.
Yeah, so what I wanted to bring up with that was
your ass up in here, Energy.
Yeah, he's trying to get in. My thing was I can't believe that Braun didn't hit his finisher. So the whole thing is Sammy went on and on about, you can't keep me down. So I'm like,
he did hit his finisher. It's that
no, he didn't.
press.
No, he didn't.
He got it blocked.
The spear is his signature. It's the other way around. If you actually
military press is the finisher. Yes.
What, in NXT? He's been pinning people on Raw and SmackDown.
But if you play him in the game, the spear is his signature.
Bro, I'm talking about the game. That the game is outdated. The game is from NXT. No, the game is from NXT. So remember, the issue with the game is always a year old, right? So that's why
it seems like they're switching it up.
What?
Yeah, I think his finisher is the military press. Yes.
No,
yeah, but they're probably switching
watch
it up.
Raw and SmackDown. That's what I just want to know. Yeah, I'm talking about.
Well, the spear looks better, so I could see doing it just from a visual standpoint.
But what I'm saying is they're probably going to switch it up. Like they're going to make that press that signature, and then the spear is a finisher.
No, what I'm saying about on wrestling, on live television, he's pinned people with the spear.
Yes, I know that. I know.
Okay.
That.
Yeah, so they're changing it.
But that's what I'm saying. They're going to switch it up with his moveset.
I mean, they can, but at the end of the day, they didn't. Like, he didn't hit him with, you know what I mean? His current finisher that he does, he never did it. So I was just thinking, like, wow, that's kind of weird, because I thought it was going to be like, oh, Sammy was going to get, like, Sammy whole thing was like, you can't keep me down. So I'm like, you've seen everybody, they can't keep me down. So I thought Sammy was going to get hit with the spear and then 1, 2, kick out. You're like, damn, you can't keep him down. But I'm like, damn, they ain't even let Braun get a finisher off.
Well, he did try that big running spear around the ring, but Sammy jumped over him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He just never, I was just, so that I was shocked about. So I wonder when Braun come out tonight, is he going to be like down on himself? Is he going to be like, well, I want a rematch? Like, what are they going to do? But guys, let me bring
Braun too cocky for all that.
Let me bring in Energy Crisis.
Yo. Yeah.
Listen, let's just do it right now. You were right. You were right.
See, he's an actual wrestler here out of all of us, so he knows
I
the
know he
business.
wrestled for 12 years.
I called
He
it,
was right.
and I know y'all have moved on. I was trying to get in here, but
No, we can rewind the tape. He wasn't here.
So,
Let's get it.
what all of y'all talked about besides the world title match?
So we just mentioned that whole Damien not kicking out. What's your thoughts on that?
I've got a funny feeling that was on the sound guy, because I think Drew's music was supposed to start playing during the refs count. That's why Seth and Damien both look confused.
Well, actually,
didn't even think about that.
Side was still closed.
Yeah. Do it now.
So I didn't even think about that as far as the music and the sound.
Yeah, because as soon as the ref stopped counting, the priest looked up and asked him what the fuck's going on, and Seth was like, what the hell? So
Damien had that just woke up look.
I thought Priest's eyes was still closed for a little bit after the count.
He had that I might just woke up look.
I don't think he was supposed to kick out right there. I think that the music was supposed to hit before
I can agree with that.
And the music would have interrupted the whole count.
Look who it is.
Exactly. What up, McNasty?
Look at it. Hey, this guy, what you doing? How you going to infiltrate my house, man? You don't live here no more.
Everybody else is joining on.
He was like, look,
I brought it up on We Wrestle Wednesday. I was like, hey, what if CM Punk screws Drew after he wastes the briefcase?
Oh, yeah.
So doing that during that particular
McNasty
match,
already done changed. He ain't oiled up or nothing. Fuck all that. Be you.
Doing that during that match allows them to do
about it. Yeah.
It allows them to do a few different things. Number one, over the last year, they've proved that they don't really know what to do with the briefcase. There's some of them times where Damien tried to cash in where it was like, you're an idiot. What are you doing? It made Priest look a dumbass. So they can avoid that for a whole year. They can get rid of the briefcase. They can make it seem like more of a big deal next year when they do make it mean something. Number two, they can focus more on the women's Money in the Bank, because when's the last time they've done that? Have any of the women ever held it long enough to customize it?
Well, Carmella held on for a long time.
Yeah, she held one. She's held it for longer than anybody. But other than her, like, who was actually held it?
EO made use out of it. Actually, think about it.
After a month.
Yeah, think about it. The woman's Money in the Bank, every single person has cashed it in.
EO made use of it, but she held it for a month. She cashed in at SummerSlam. So, like, right now you have an opportunity with Tiffany, especially with her gimmick and her attitude. Like, she can play that shit up and be Miss Money in the Bank forever. She can bedazzle the hell out of that thing. She can make it Barbie pink, whatever she wants to do. But as far as the story, the purpose of the briefcase is to further a story anyway. And right now, what this briefcase just did was just further 3 stories. Because I know y'all mentioned it, Murder mentioned it. It's, in essence, CM Punk just screwed all 3 men in that match. You've got the obvious feud with Drew McIntyre. That's going to happen at SummerSlam. Them two are going to tear each other's heads off, and this made it even more personal. You got a reminder that Seth Rollins, the last time they encountered CM Punk, he got in the ring and told him he hated him, and then
he feels screwed.
And ever since then, he's just been like, you know what, do whatever you want, just leave me the fuck alone.
Well, energy, real quick. That Seth and CM Punk was supposed to be the WrestleMania match
and
off that documentary.
I was getting there. I told y'all that one. Back whenever everybody was asking if CM Punk.
Well, that's going to be a big match. Those two. I'm looking forward to
it. Hey, energy. Remember, and Seth, when he was cussing them out in the ring, telling him I'll be here when you fall, he told him stay the fuck out of my way.
That's
people
Hold on. That's if CM Punk doesn't get injured again.
Yeah, that's true.
But people were saying that CM Punk was supposed to win the Rumble, but he wasn't supposed to. Cody was always supposed to win the Rumble. They just did such a good build for the Rumble that you didn't know who was going to win that one. It could have been Drew. It could have been Gunther. It could have been CM Punk. So they just did a really good job of building that one and hiding their intentions, which I haven't done in a while.
That documentary was amazing. I watched it twice just to
documentary
make
was
sure
good.
I caught everything. You know.
But with
Yeah.
Seth, there's a whole story there, and he's
Yep.
basically he hasn't even mentioned CM Punk in a while, but there's a blood feud that you can
Yeah,
tell
dude.
and lead
Yeah.
into Mania.
Remember
now that I
when CM Punk came back, Seth was the first person to greet him in the ring and told him, "Stay the fuck out of my way."
Basically,
Seth was pissed off. That's
but
right.
he
You know?
hasn't but he hasn't gotten in CM Punk's business until now. He hasn't had a reason to. Now
He will now when that
Now-
Drew fight come up. Watch.
now Punk has screwed him out of being able to challenge for the belt again.
Now
until,
that I realize,
until
maybe
Gunther
CM
takes
Punk and Seth could have a match at Bad Blood because they legit have
Man.
bad blood.
Yeah, there's.
Well, wouldn't
Well,
Seth want to just?
I don't think you do the Seth Rollins match yet because Seth has actually said that the only way that match happens is at Mania. So they can
Well,
always set
wouldn't-
it up for next year's Mania.
Wouldn't we want Seth to help Drew beat Punk? Wouldn't that make sense? Screw over Punk.
Seth have that. First of all, where Drew is right now, I don't think he'll want anybody's help. He wants to.
I don't think either Punk or Drew goes for the belt until they take care of each other.
No, they could do a one-on-one, but I still think Seth's going to be involved in that one-on-one.
It's
No, you would take that one-on-one. Listen,
maybe referee. That'd be great.
If anybody interfere, it's like, what's the point of all this? And they don't even have a straight up one-on-one. That would be so bad.
That match has to be. It has to be Hell in a Cell level. It has.
I was going to say that match has to be a Hell in a Cell,
and there has to be blood in that match. There's no way that one can end without.
Well, that shit needs to be on Raw Netflix. Then there you go.
But again, with Priest, he wanted to do it one-on-one. Like he wanted nobody's help. So essentially, you screwed him over too. He's got reason to be mad at Punk. So there's at least a little match they can do.
Yeah, but I don't think.
I don't think that's too much.
Yeah, that ain't that big.
I don't think there's a blood feud out of it like the other two, but there's at least a mention. Like Priest can say, like, I need to prove that I can do this without nobody's help, and you screwed that up. My boy stayed in the back. Like,
used Money in the Bank himself like 2 months ago. Come on.
No, I'm saying he knew Drew was going to do that. They spent the whole match looking at both him and Seth spent the whole match looking at the ramp, saying, "Come on, Drew." They knew Drew was going to come in, but what I'm saying is they didn't want Punk to interfere.
Right, that makes sense.
Priest was wanting to handle business on his own. He was wanting to handle Seth and
Right. That's what I said just a minute ago before you jumped in, Energy. When you see the camera on his face, he wasn't happy that he won that championship the way he won that championship.
And I'm a little bit disappointed in commentary during that match too, because Seth Rollins, his entire moveset is based around a man from Japan. His name was Hayabusa. Like a lot of the stuff he does is Hayabusa's moves, the Falcon Arrow, the Phoenix Splash. There's a segment of that match where he did a springboard moonsault into a lion salt. And I don't know if y'all caught it, but right before he did the lion salt, he just kind of did one of those little, I don't know about this one. The reason he did that, and I'm surprised Corey Graves didn't mention it. Instead, Michael Cole said something about, this is an evolution of Seth Rollins' character. No, Hayabusa was doing that shit 25 years ago.
Bro, he's a Hayabusa.
Was he the one that got injured?
That springboard swanton into the lion salt. Yeah. On the lion salt, he actually broke his neck and it left him paralyzed. So that's
I heard somewhere. Yeah, sorry to cut you off. I heard somewhere that Will Ospreay got Hayabusa's family's blessing to have an outfit from him. That's what I heard.
Yeah. So more than likely, yeah. I see Ospreay doing something like that as a knock because Busa died not too long ago. But yeah.
I mean, listen, good stuff, Energy. I'm glad the people from behind the scenes be giving you the updates on what's going to happen. Good stuff.
The script.
I still feel like it was bad to do.
Sometimes you don't need them to, but again, absence makes the heart grow fonder. They've been kind of screwing around with that briefcase, and they've been proving that they don't know what to do.
I mean, listen, it's been a long time since they tried to do a quick cash in, but I just feel like they didn't need it. But anyway, I'll move past
And
it.
it was the second time they made it a triple threat. That's
And as far as the Sammy and Braun Breaker thing that y'all were talking about right before I got on, number one, just because we only pin off of finishers in the game doesn't mean that people only pin off of finishers in wrestling. I've seen Sammy win with the Blue Thunder Bomb.
Oh yeah.
You know, the Sammy B. Who with the blue tongue on what? What, a house show?
It was at a pay-per-view like this year.
Yeah.
It wasn't. So
He
I knew
always hits people with the blue
it
bomb.
wasn't this year. It was the last pay per view of last year.
Yeah, it was recently.
It was the last pay per view of last year. I knew I seen that happen.
So in his whole wrestling career, like as far as
Yeah,
I'm
he never wins with the blue thunder bomb, but it does happen.
But he I was about to say, but he has one with that blue thunder bomb. I seen him give it to people back to back.
Another
Boom.
point to make is that people do, like, finishers become signatures, signatures become finishers all the time, and Braun Breaker has been using that spear a lot. Matter of fact, when he was in NXT, he was calling it the best spear in the business.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like they go blind or something. Like what are they talking about? Like,
if you're going to push Breaker using the spear, it only makes sense that Sammy would have to counter for it because of the time he spent dealing with Roman.
What do you guys think about Sammy's comments on the post show?
I don't remember.
Did you see what on his interview? I'm trying to remember exactly what he said. It was something about expectations and people don't take him seriously or something like that. It was a very negative feeling interview.
Oh yeah, so they interviewed him in the back.
On the post show, yeah.
He was in the back.
I get the vibe that his head wasn't in that interview because I know him and KO are real good friends, and KO's mom's in the hospital right now, so he might be worried about her.
Yeah, that could be it.
It could be any number of things, but that's the
I think so me and Nancy was talking about it, and I was saying that I felt like he should at least he should at least got hit by the thing, got out of it. But Nancy said he think he's pretty much trying to go in a more edgy direction, and that makes sense for that interview, right? That makes sense for him saying, like, you know, telling Braun, like, you're not as good as you think you are, and him end up winning. Braun didn't even get a finisher on him. So I think we might get a more edgy Sammy.
He did say that after all the talk, he said that Braun was underestimating me, but I think I actually underestimated him a little bit.
Yes, I did. Yes, he did say that.
What's going on, Hopes? In the building?
Damn, so we're gonna get edgy Zayn.
Mm-hmm. And both of those ladder matches, oh my God, the men were still pulling out stuff I have never seen anybody do that spot that Chad Gable and LA Knight did, where
with the net breaker on the ladder.
Gable stood the ladder up
that was wild
on its side,
and then Andrade did a Spanish fly.
That Spanish fly was beautiful.
The Spanish fly one was probably the coolest.
You know how hard it is when you're sliding a ladder into the corner with somebody in the way, when they move out of the way to hit the corner post with the top of that ladder like he did. I mean, it took precision, which had
energy. No, we don't know. We don't know, but I know it. I know it hurts.
It's hard to aim a ladder on a wrestling mat like that because that wrestling mat does.
Yeah, guys. What was that? I mean, that's what saying. What was that EO did? That
it was like
that
a
girl's one
driver, right?
The Michinoku driver. Yeah.
We were talking about that earlier. That was to me first or second best match of the night for me. For me.
I was going to mention that backbreaker LA Knight did to Gable while the ladder was standing up, but then the women, they just absolutely went in.
Yeah, the women did good.
Zoe Stark made it a point to try to kill herself every chance she got.
Oh, that one. Yeah, there was a couple little botches where I was like,
we dudes, and not that it's no different, but we're not trying to take those types of. You ain't slamming me off the ladder. Nope.
They already had Lyra Valkyria in a 6-person tag match tonight, but her taking that Samoan drop on her shoulder like she did, and then Zoe cracking her head on the ladder with her little spinny doodad.
Oh yeah.
Was that Chelsea that took the bump through the two tables?
Chelsea.
Yeah, she did good. She sold that shit.
Chelsea was.
Yeah, I was surprised.
EO was. Lyra doing the damn German suplex while she's hung up in the ladder.
I like her.
Oh yeah.
That's another one I like.
And then Naomi did that midair DDT.
Yeah. And good. I got to point out
match.
During that spot, there's a couple of times where Tiffany Stratton was an all-star during that match, because I've noticed a few times, including that one with the Naomi split DDT, where Tiffy was kind of in the background saving people's asses because if you notice, she's the one that held that ladder up and started to tip over.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a foobar with the ladder for them.
Yeah, Tiffany did a really good job protecting everybody in that match.
So guys, we talked about everything, I think, but the bloodline, right?
Yep.
I've been telling you about Jacob Fatu. One of these days, Cowboy.
He did that one front backflip thing. I don't know what it's called, but
Yeah.
that was wild.
Yeah, it's a whispering wind.
But I've seen clips of him when he was in Puerto Rico like a few times. Like he literally like a pop-up Samoan drop. But
I'm not impressed.
Hella high.
I'm not that impressed with that either, but he looked
That
like
man is something else.
But I think he makes a good addition. What I don't like is when they have a solid team and then the new guy just come out and then the other guy don't get a shine. Like Loa Tonga, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Like what? No man, just what is he the Paul Heyman now? I guess.
Now he in the background like this.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, that's distasteful. He ain't really doing nothing.
Botching low blows.
Yeah, but yeah.
So they can actually.
that
I'm
was
glad
weird,
you brought up the low blow because they can actually cover that one pretty good. All they need is one person skilled enough on the microphone to get in there and say, "Well, if Kevin Owens had anything down there, I wouldn't need to search for it."
Well, he looked
Listen,
like
He did. They got a hilarious clip online.
Yeah. Oh, did it?
Yeah, it's got the little clown music like that, and then it got the little noise.
I mean, think about it. If somebody's got your brother in a package power driver and you got to hit a low blow without punching your brother in the head, I mean, it's going to take a.
I get it, but
Listen,
one of them ain't having my brother in a pile driver like that because I'm shooting.
I enjoyed it when Jacob popped up off after that RKO, and Randy's down on the ground looking up like, "Oh shit!" That was great. Yeah,
that was crazy.
I think he played a good role in the bloodline, the new bloodline. And honestly, after they did what they did to Paul Heyman, now I look at them differently. Like, okay, now they get my respect as their own little new nuanced thing. As Solo still feels weird for the role because what they showed us of him, and now they switching up as he's like. But I mean, Roman been saying you're going to be the next tribal chief. So, but I just feel like he should have been talking and stuff before that. But I think every time he grabbed the mic, he was terrible. So it was kind of like, no, just don't.
Yeah, but Solo Solo was on a major losing streak, wasn't he, for a while?
Yeah, he needed this win for sure.
Yeah,
solidified the group as
pinning Cody's a big deal. So.
Yeah. And I think it's perfect that he actually pinned Cody. Originally, I didn't think Cody would get pinned. I thought maybe Kevin, but then when Kevin Mom was doing bad, I'm like, oh yeah, they wouldn't let it be Kevin. So I'm thinking like, damn, I guess Randy gonna have to take the pin. But in hindsight, yes, it's perfect for it to be Solo to pin Cody.
Yeah, because he hasn't been pinned in months, even before he won the belt.
Well, I'm not even thinking that. I'm just thinking that it makes sense that Solo is who he says he is, and then pins the champ.
And now
I'm just adding to it.
The only thing that made sense in this match was for Solo to pin Cody.
Yeah, so now we're looking at SummerSlam in 4 weeks, right? So,
Cowboy, I was wrong. I said they might do the Drew McIntyre shit to start the show tonight. I forgot about that. They might do a Bloodline or Cody Rhodes or one of those three start tonight.
SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, guys, making this announcement live, we'll be watching SummerSlam at his house with his new 86-inch TV he just bought. God damn.
TCL, yeah. No kidding.
Oh, damn.
But
listen, I have a 65-inch TCL R series. That's one of the best TVs for under $1,000. So I ain't gonna front on that shit.
I got a 7. I don't even know what my TV is. What is that?
72, 75.
No, I think we're getting a 75 to replace it, but the R series was a beast when it came out.
LC or something like that.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, I mean, I got a TV next to me that I'm not even using. Like, we just got TVs. I'm literally gonna sell my 70-inch TV for like $150. Like, it's older. I mean, it's still a smart TV. It's still, But anyway, it's a Vizio.
Hey, smart TVs are not smart when they get old. They get slow and they get sluggish and they're just trash. I hate smart TVs when they get old. They slow down so much.
But see, here's the thing: it's still smart because all you gotta do is plug up a Chromecast or a Fire Stick.
Oh, sure.
The only thing that makes it slow, well, I never noticed what you're talking about, so I don't know what TV you're talking about. But what makes a smart TV is just the apps.
Right. So what I'm saying is, if you buy a TV with the apps built in,
right,
it's usually worse than if you buy a standalone device like a Roku or Fire Stick and do it that way.
crazy, but they still,
the TVs, they run slow. That's why.
they update them all the time. So I'm wondering, like, why would that
I agree with you, Beanie, on that.
Dude, my Xbox running apps is like miles ahead of my smart TV. My TV's slow as shit.
I'm going to show you a little bit.
I was going to say it is an Xbox. So the hardware in the Xbox, that's obvious.
Well, yeah, but like if you hit the home button on my Roku TV, it takes like 30 seconds for that shit to go home.
30 seconds.
And it didn't used to do that. When it was new, it didn't do that shit.
Cowboy, or you hit that thing in 4K on your monitor or your TV on that PlayStation.
So Cowboy, you show your real
Takes forever.
on Wednesdays. I'll be playing on that TV, and then over in the corner right there, we got one set up for Ring, and then right on the other side of that, right behind that one, there's a TV in the living room.
Nice. Well, it was dope because I got to go to McNasty house and whoop him twice on his 86-inch TV.
See,
we had the best of three.
Since you just letting people whoop on you, hit me up. I want to whoop on you too.
Wait, I got a question. You beat him twice. How many times he beat you?
Huh? No, we had 3 matches. Yeah. He won the first one. I won the last 2.
Okay.
Listen,
I'll admit the timing, man, it's night and day, and he was able to adjust a lot quicker.
The timing on couch.
McNasty, you was at home. You was on chill mode. Right.
Hey, man, I ain't want to do me like that on my TV.
Right. You giving Dad a warm up present. Hey, come back over, man. Here's a reason to come back over. I'm gonna let you beat me.
It wasn't last week. It was the week before.
If you play offline, man, what's up, Bobby? If you play offline,
amazing cinematics. The whole I already. Cowboy, you ain't gonna tell me. I know. I've done it.
Listen, let me say something about the game real quick. Well, I tried it on my TV. I couldn't play it. I had to go back to the computer monitor, 144 hertz, sitting 6 inches away. It's some reason when I played on the TV, everything felt like the input was bad. Like there's it just felt slower.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
went back to the computer and it was bam, bam, bam.
We played it on his TV and we was like it was better than when we played online. But
I tried. I had to go back to the computer monitor, so I don't know.
I just thought about when y'all brought it up that on couch and online being a difference. Like 2 weeks ago, I know Rain got kind of pissed off because I put him out like 4 times during that show. But earlier in that day, we were on my system and we were playing against each other, just doing some 1v1s, and he was tearing my ass up. So I mean,
hey,
we got your back, energy. You already know. We'll wear him down and you knock him out. That's it. That's it.
Y'all should play my 7-year-old, man. He's a boss in that game. It's insane, bro.
A little bit different for me because my guy did come out. He installed my fiber optics. So my shit's running nice and quick.
Energy. And you showed me the picture. This thing was hitting like 903.
Oh, Energy, so you the new GM on Monday?
I don't know if I'm going to be the new GM, but I can tell you right now, if my shit ain't running right, it's definitely the 2K server.
Hey, Energy, welcome to the fiber world, my friend. Right. Enjoy it. I love it. We got a T1 line straight to the house.
I'm so happy.
You fiber practice all the time. You be riding these highways.
No, I am on fiber right now. I've been on it for about 2 years.
Oh, yo, look, Chosen's in the chat.
Are you? But what I mean is, are you on fiber when you're traveling?
No, 5G, baby. 5G plus. There you go, 5G plus.
There we go.
For my game.
Okay.
I'm sitting in a fucking parking lot in the middle of nowhere right now.
Actually, not so late tonight. So let's get back to the last match. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that the Bloodline, this was great for them. They're gonna have a lot they could talk about. This could make some dissension between Randy and Kevin and all them. I thought that match did a good job of what it needs to be. It got to show off Jacob. What is that? Oh, he's talking about.
I was gonna say, I think this is the bandwidth check. Yep.
My
946.
Well, you still lag on Wednesday, so just remember that.
My download speed before that was like 17 to 19 on a good day.
God dang.
No 100, nothing, just 17 to 19. So
Yeah, I remember you telling me. Yeah, hey, Energy, I want you to hear this now. If we get on, because you play every single match, if we have no problems, you know, we all gonna be like, mother effing Energy was holding us back.
I'm telling you,
It's them damn wrestling servers.
Here with me, like, so we was running 2 people on that freaking shitty thing.
I know, y'all was running 2 people on that. That's crazy.
Sorry, go ahead. Last match.
Yeah, so we're definitely looking forward to that. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, anybody watching is back on Wednesdays, we do a wrestling podcast. We Wrestle Wednesdays. Actually, it's cool because Bio's there, Make Nasty's there, Murder's there, and Energy Crisis is there. So you know, we'll be there this Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, what do you guys got any other input for that last match, man?
From the 6-man?
Not really, but I'm gonna get off here though because I'm gonna watch Raw.
Yeah,
I got a feeling they're gonna start the show with Jay versus Chad, and you know, I got to see what my Wyatts do.
That's gonna be a good match.
Yeah, and I think according to the little clue they kind of hinted at on Twitter the other day, I think if they do like a tape or anything special, they're not going to do anything with Howdy and Bo this week. They're going to focus more on Eric Rowan.
Oh wow.
So because they just showed a picture of Eric Rowan and like some numbers, and if you decode those numbers, it's it just says "are sick," like the last 2 words of a question, like what happens when your family members are sick. Or so I'm wondering what the first part of that question is. It's just "are sick" and a question mark. So I love what they're doing with that.
Energy, did you see the funeral today for Roman's dad? It was all over TikTok.
No, I tried to reach out to Rikishi.
That's awesome. Damn,
Yeah,
You got on speed dial?
They showed Roman.
I still got his business card because
Really?
When I wrestled in Pensacola for a while, I was actually wrestling for a part of for Secret's promotion.
No, I didn't know you still have his number.
Yeah,
that's cool. They showed Roman doing a eulogy.
I haven't talked to him in forever.
That was pretty good. And then they showed them carrying the casket, and Rikishi was walking behind it, and everybody was carrying it.
Yeah.
And some of the family members were doing their, I don't want to say it wrong, their dance or tribal dance or whatever.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool, but it was one of the family members just live streaming it on TikTok.
Yeah, I thought about going over there because, like I said, I did work for Sika for a couple of years. But I heard.
Man, you got the connections then.
I heard that it was going to be a closed service, so I was like, you know what? Let me just get a hold of Junior and.
What's up, Dave?
But yeah, shout out to Sika, man. He was the first real legend in the business that actually requested a conversation with me, and that it's just something I'll always remember. You know, just that, you know, sitting down. He was chewing me out because I had been doing it for like 5 or 6 years at that point. And he was asking me, you know, hey, how long you been doing this, brother? And I told him, he was like, why are you tearing that ring down? Let all them new guys tear that ring down. You sit next to Sika. You talk to Sika, brother. I was like, all right, you got it, Sika. I'll sit and talk to you. Yeah, we chatted up for a good little minute, and you know, it was good to know that he wanted me back. You know, he said he liked the way I was working, and he wanted me back. I said, shit, Sika, if you want me here, I'll be here. Just let me know.
It looked like the person on TikTok was, I'm probably going to say it wrong, Hunan Sika is the one that was live streaming it yesterday. So it was yesterday. So everybody's like, Roman's coming back at Money in Bank. And no, man, he's dealing with real shit. Even if he was going to come back, they would have changed it.
And when he does come back, you got the perfect chance for him to jump in solo shit. How dare you?
Man.
Of all times, you
Let me ask you about this.
burying my father and attack my wise man.
When do you guys?
Roman Reigns?
Oh,
Are you talking about Roman Reigns?
Yes.
When do you think he's coming back?
A week or two before SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I mean, we're 4 weeks out. I don't think so. I think it's going to be longer.
I think he comes back right before SummerSlam.
I mean, I'd love to see him come back, but I feel like they're going to
If
slow
not
burn
at
that shit some more.
If not,
I feel like
it looks like he's got the matching hand. Roman's music hits.
I feel like the Bloodline storyline, the new Bloodline, just really cemented. Okay, now they serious, right? After what they did to Paul,
right?
Just beat them. I feel like Roman don't
That
need
brought it to a new level.
Roman don't need to come back against this half.
Well, we need Jimmy to come back first because we got to get the crew back together. So
not necessarily.
That's what I was gonna say. Where's Jimmy? Remember, we ain't nobody mentioned Jimmy since he got beat up.
Like Paul Heyman being attacked has gotten it to that point where
Right.
Roman can come back at any point and be like, I was burying my dad. You attacked my wife's man. This is you don't cross the line, boy.
Cowboy, you see the storyline already as far as the bloodline. You see it already.
Oh, sure.
So-
Paul and Roman are going to come
He
back. It's
ain't
gonna be
gonna
amazing.
never come back. I'm the tribal chief. Come take it.
Yeah, I just feel like
Whooping on the wise man. If not even the extra shit, I think Roman, he will or he should feel a certain way about them doing that to him.
And we still got
And he will feel a way about them doing that to them, and that interlocks them too.
I still think at some
real quick,
point,
guys, let me bring in a super fan of that family, none other than my man. Bam.
There we go. Yeah.
Bounce out. I'm gonna watch
It was a wrestling stream, and Green Eyes wasn't there. Hold up.
My bad, Dave. I just pulled you in real quick. I ain't even hype it up to get you ready. I might as well get fired with the guy who messed up the mic work for Drew Music.
One thing I want to say real quick is it's possible that Heyman might come back with Jimmy and Jay together in some form before Roman comes back. Because maybe it still won't work and they'll still get fucked up and then Roman will come back.
I got a question that I saw the other day. I wanted to ask you guys. What with Paul Heyman and just the little subtle things that he does to help further a storyline,
right?
Do y'all think that he has surpassed Bobby the Brain Heenan as best manager of all time?
Yes,
Paul's a beast.
I think so. Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I hate to say it because I'm from that era, but
Jimmy Hart was a dude too.
I mean, there's many people in the business that'll tell you when you talk about the best manager, advocate, whatever, non-wrestler of all time, you put a Mount Rushmore in there, and everybody is basically Bobby Heenan and
Bobby was good for what he was, but I feel like Bobby mic skills wasn't Paul mic skills. I feel like Bobby didn't. I feel like Paul made certain wrestlers better than what they was, right? I feel like Bobby latched on to people who was already good, and they grew together, right? But Paul, like, if you seen somebody who's going to be a Paul guy, you automatically look at them in a different light. Like, you gave them another 10 points just because they was with Paul. You didn't even get to see how good they was going to be. You just like, hey, with Paul. And I'm like, yo, some people you ain't even need to hype them up that much, or they didn't deserve it. Like Michael McGillicuddy. But hey, he was with Paul. Yeah. So
I'm going to make one more point and then bounce out of here because Raw is coming on. But something I forgot to mention when we were talking about that world title match, one of y'all said something about it don't mean as much. Like CM Punk headlining WrestleMania means everything to CM Punk. So for Drew to injure him and then come out talking about I prayed for this, I wanted this to happen, that's where like CM Punk's big beef comes in right now. So that I didn't mention that earlier when we were talking about it.
Can I say one thing? Let me just say one thing.
Oh shit! We need to roll the wrap this up, boys.
Look at the guys that have worn the T-shirt. I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's leave it like that.
Yep.
He made Brock Lesnar that much more huge.
Oh wow.
He brought CM Punk to a point where we never experienced CM Punk being at that point before. And because he got with Paul Heyman, I think that's one of the reasons why those two mainly. Now, I don't take nothing away from Brock Lesnar. I'm not a fan of Brock Lesnar, but just like I'm not a fan of LeBron James. But you can't take away from the greatness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't take away.
LeBron will never beat Michael Jordan. I'm just.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Try and try,
All right.
but he ain't
Absolutely
never
not.
gonna be.
I
All right,
don't even
Cowboy,
think
I'm
LeBron
out. The
James
man's
is.
coming out. I'm out of here, brother.
I don't even
You
think
guys have a good
LeBron
one.
James is where
Yeah,
Kobe's at.
I got to bounce too, y'all. Thanks for
Enjoy
having me.
Raw, boys. It's starting off
Oh yeah.
fire, it looks like. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to get inside too.
we'll be on
Oh,
Discord. We can talk about it.
Yeah, let me just kick you in real quick because he done screwed me last time.
right.
Yeah, I mean, look, Dave, thanks for popping in. I definitely want to, not actually start Raw like not super late this week. Actually, I'm gonna jump in the shower first, and but yeah, man, this was cool. Shout out to QB who was like, bro, let's talk about wrestling. Dave, did you get to watch pay per view?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And I actually got a message from my boy Mike that I used to work with. I told you, I think he was every
Yeah.
time we tried to do the stream, he was like busy or he was driving. He was like telling me, "Yo, I really want to get on a new one. I want to if y'all next time y'all get a wrestling stream going, I really want to get on that."
Well,
So I
yeah,
told him, I said, "I'll let you know."
yeah. Ask him what his schedule looked like, and we could probably like work it in so he could make sure he definitely be there.
Yeah, yeah, because he said that he was really trying to catch up with everything, and he caught Money in the Bank and all that. So you
Yeah.
know,
No, that's cool. Murder. Any last things?
Nah, we've been talking. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, thank you for having me on. My game just went off. I guess I'm gonna go watch wrestling too. Um, yeah, love y'all, man.
No, love you too, bro. Thanks for being on here. I mean, Nasty, any last stuff?
You should have been here. Actually, hold on. They should have. We had a lot of cool conversations. You should have been here on this one.
yeah, I missed it.
I
I
thought about
missed it.
that a minute ago because I don't usually be on these when it comes to wrestling. But then
Mhm.
I tune in. You're doing the rest, and I was like, hold on.
So he could make sure he definitely be there.
Not much to say of the last words. This is obviously pretty cool to get to bounce ideas off everybody else and to hear everybody else's ideas, give me, different avenues to look and stuff. But yeah, let's all enjoy this Raw. Hopefully it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time, Raw after a pay per view is no joke. So
Yeah. Hopefully we get some good
And
payoff.
Friday.
yeah,
Yeah. All
Crazy.
right, guys. Well, with that being said, tomorrow I'll be back. My wife and I will be doing the adult community night.
Oh,
7:30
freaky night.
Yeah, it's got to be 18 up to watch the stream, and we just have a lot of fun, adult games, adult conversations, relationships and all that stuff. And Wednesday will be We Russell Wednesdays, and that's gonna be cool. It's actually the season finale for season 11, episode 7.
Damn.
77 weeks. The 77 weeks, so that's gonna be cool. And then on
Yeah.
Thursday, I never know what I'm doing on Thursdays, but we'll be doing something. So with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. You guys are epic. My man Dave popped in is epic. Murder's epic. Energy, even though that was a bad take, that CM Punk screwed over Drew and screwed over Money in the Bank, but he's
Watch.
still epic.
That's gonna be wild how that pulls up. Hey, see,
absolutely.
well, you got to go back and watch it, Dave. We could ask you all the same questions. How you think that's gonna go?
I know.
I mean,
Like CM Punk, Seth already told him. Remember when he came back in, stay out my business, and they go, man. We talked about it. It was crazy.
I hear
But,
you. I hear you.
Nah. But all right, guys. With that being said, and now your mama knows.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!